teammates do those things, so that I don't have to.
Die and do those things myself.
I would rather die than change the name of the stream myself.
Oh.
Oh.
It's the work of my
Oh no!
slave boy.
Stop being unavailable, network. No. I need to send out the
Oh,
notification.
looks the Emerald. Are you not doing your job? What's going on, man? Are you destroying my network? Look at you.
Looks like we're having trouble connecting.
You destroyed it. Actually, I can't even see anything in it anymore. Cassie, no. I'm playing. Holy crap. Yeah, everything's down. It's just my thing too.
Oh fuck.
Fucking.
I can go to all the other Discords. It's just mine. Am I getting abducted?
One of my other servers is like that too. I wonder what the deal is.
None of mine are. Maybe it's just those that are like situated on like the East Coast.
Maybe both of the ones I have are East Coast, so yeah.
Yeah, maybe Discord exploded in the East Coast.
Maybe.
Maybe.
But my computer is currently exploding because it can't really, for some reason, it's having trouble with tabletop at the moment, and this is really annoying.
No one's gonna show up today. Hey guys, what's going on?
Fuck.
No, we need them here.
It's fine. We're gonna just have a secret. We'll have a secret one-person Pokemon game. Just us and Yao. What's up, Yao? It's a secret one-person Pokemon game. We do all of this for Yao.
Gonna be me.
This one's for you, Yao.
I think there's a couple more people in, but only Yao's talking, so it's only Yao.
It's gonna be
It's back. I'm sending it.
Oh, is it back? It's not back for me.
For me, it's back. I've sent it. I've done it.
But I'm not allowed.
Get in before it goes down.
I wonder if there's a way I can like change where the server is, and maybe that'll fix it.
Guess what? Every little thing I do.
You having fun?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't even change the server.
The heck?
Yeah, it's weird.
For me.
But it's fine. We're just having some Discord problems, my dudes. How's everybody doing today? It's them and the boys.
Let's see.
The boys are back in town.
In U.S. Central, so.
Well, I guess it
change
did fix it. I guess it did change because I think I just changed it to Central. But it's not. It's still unavailable for me. How dare? You know what?
It's working for me now, so it's just a convoluted way to kick you out.
I'm getting kicked out of my own server. This is bullshit.
It's a conspiracy.
This is absolute horseshit.
This is the worst trade deal
It's
in
a
the
sign
history of
that
trade
the
deals.
RP that you're gonna do text-wise is gonna be catastrophic. Never mind.
Either way, my dudes, lots of things happened last time.
It's been a while.
Lots of things and such. Yeah, it has been a while. We've been gone for like a week or two at this point.
2 weeks.
2 weeks, yeah. Jeez, I'm sorry. I'm sorry we've been gone so long. I mean, to you, Yao. No, I'm kidding. Yao isn't the only one there anymore. Riftarian and Jade Caster. Only the three. And Cyan. Only the four of you. Because you're the only four here. I'm only sorry to you four. We're not sorry to anybody else.
Just four of us.
Just the four of us. Just the four of us. You and I.
You, and I. Sets our Ice Heart subscribed at tier 1. Thank you very much, my dude. Much appreciated, much appreciated.
Nice.
But, with that being said, with all those things that happened last time, Evelyn, what happened?
Oh, geez. Well, last heckin' time we were in a forest
Mm-hmm.
and we were walking. Actually, no. We started at the place where Keanu literally died,
Mm-hmm.
and we fucking rested up there and had a good old time. And then we went into a thing, and I found a little rock thing with a big old flappy bird on it. And
Yeah, you
fucking,
did. Look at
who
that.
knows what the hell that thing is? Am I right? It's
Yeah, it's
probably
like a fucking Firo or something.
like Galarian Firo. That's what it is. I'm
Yeah.
sure.
In Kanto.
In Kanto.
Made
It's a
like
bird.
thousands of years ago or whatever.
I mean, we've seen a Bolton. You never
And
know.
fucking,
We haven't seen artifacts of Bolton.
they probably exist somewhere in Kanto. Fucking, and yeah, so then we took that, and like I lost my hands because of it, and it was scary. We went into a forest to fucking Viridian City.
Viridian City.
We were on our way to that place, and on the way to that place, we met a Pikachu who was a larcenist,
Pika.
who was an adorable larcenist. Who
Pika.
tried to steal my fluffy tail. So we got it back, and it fucking chickened out. Then we went to a Pokemon Center where there was a bunch of Pikachu there, and it was hiding in the Pikachu little conveyor belt. And and like an actual hour was real time spent interrogating this fucking Pikachu.
No, it had to be more than an hour because that was most of our game.
Probably.
Pika.
And meanwhile, Joseph hiked on over to the fucking police station. Every place is called a center.
Yeah, obviously.
And with Adler and also Oscar and Sherry, and they were like, "Yo, put this fucker in jail," and they're like, but like Oscar was like, "Make it like uncomfortable as humanly possible while still being legal," and they were like, "Cool, we're gonna do that," and then they did it.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, and then we got a Pikachu arrested.
Pikachu got arrested. That is completely true. For theft of all kinds of items it probably didn't actually do.
It was an attempted stealing, at least.
That requires it to be completely imprisoned for life, against its will, given off
100%.
to give all of its freedoms being taken away.
They said that they would interrogate it, which how the fuck they plan to accomplish that, I have no idea.
Pika.
Just Officer Jenny in a basement with brass knuckles.
I just imagine. No. I just imagine a bunch of Farfetch, but with nightsticks instead of leaves.
So that's what happens if the league breaks and they retire. They become police officers.
But yeah, they said they were going to try to get information out of it somehow, and it's who knows? It might stay in jail for life. It might get bail. Who knows?
Might get bail. More like it gonna bail. Bwonk. Nah, it's gonna be
And
fun.
Pokeball. Because it's not owned by anyone.
It's true.
Is also a thing we learned.
Well, what happened at the Pokemon Center though?
At the Pokemon Center, Mewtwo went back to get a checkup, and we learned that like his little crystal thing is way deep in there. And by
Way
deep
up in there.
it's like it's way up inside his butt, Morty. And he's got a it's all over. It's all over his body.
Mm-hmm.
Removing it means death, most likely.
Is that a challenge?
I mean, go nuts.
Remove it
If you
all.
want to try removing it yourself, feel
No, remove it all.
free.
Right now.
How about you do it? You're so fucking eager.
I'll show you that I can take anything.
But yes, that's as I recall, all that really happened, all the big stuff that happened in the
Mhm.
Pokemon Center.
Hey, good job, my dude. I appreciate you and all of your endeavors to do your thing. I'll give you an inspiration for that. Look at that.
Yay.
There you go.
And on new J.K. Rowling news, we now know Sirius Black's dildo size.
What is it?
Drop that information. You're not gonna tell us what it is. We're
It's
fucking
the
dying to know.
same
Anywho,
material.
so
and it's the same material as
so in the end, everybody joined themselves back up in the Pokemon Center. Each of you basically has thought about mainly staying in the Pokemon Center for the night at the very least, before you guys head off further. It is definitely like, eventually, if you guys are going to be heading north or northeast or whatever, you're going to be going through the forest. You guys still want to see if you can find that little thing that Keanu took a picture of. Oh man, it's really weird how the only way you could probably do that is with a Pikachu. Anyway,
What did he take a picture of?
I didn't take a picture of it.
well,
I got
found a picture of. But at this point, what do you guys want to head off and do? It's near. It's around a little bit after a little bit before evening. The sun is still up, though it does look like it's ready to wane. What do you guys want to do?
Well, we took care of the Adler thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, what do y'all think? That's actually a good plan.
Bye, Keanu. Goodbye forever, Keanu.
We've lost him.
I'm sorry,
We're
everyone. I must stay in
working.
Viridian City forever.
Next session is the introduction of Aaron's new character.
So, Aaron, how many years are you going to stay in Viridian City?
What's the year, man?
I mean, it's true. We are in the Pokemon world. Apparently, all of you are
There is
10.
nothing. There is only Pikachu now. Pikachu
Just
in
Pikachu.
Maryland.
Just Pikachu. Just Pikachu.
So, he's going to go pet some Pikachu. What are you guys going to do?
Nurse Joy's hanging out in the back still with Mewtwo, or
They are currently seeing if there is anything else that can be done. She is doing more checkups and stuff, getting rid of his burns and things of that nature.
because Evelyn wanted to go do some shopping, but if she's indisposed, then heckin', I mean, like, guess
Oh,
you could
you
look
want to
at
do
it.
shopping? How come you're wanting to ask me?
Oh yeah, I forgot you have a bunch of Pokeballs
In-
and stuff.
In Kanto, there are Pokemarts. Play.
Joy, do you have any like revival herbs and stuff?
I don't know. Let me see if I can see if there's anything here. Pokeball, all of her stock comes out. Let's see. Da-da-da-da-da.
A Pokemart appears.
By the way,
Found the reincarnation of Beetle.
we didn't go over some of the things that were changed. However, there are some changes with some of the Pokemon and the sheets up right now. Before we move on, Goldilocks got her level up that she had gotten from all of her inspiration, and she got Snow Warning. She can make a thing's hailstorm. It's basically as an action she can do it instead of whenever she's thrown out of her ball. So it's kind of like a secondary like ability, like just another move she can do basically.
Yeah, same thing as Maryland.
But yeah, it's pretty good. Hers is probably a little bit stronger than Marilyn's. Because I think I made Marilyn's back whenever it was still when she comes out. So I'll probably end up changing Marilyn's to what Goldilocks has. Because Goldilocks is a little bit more like actually in depth.
Active.
Yeah. It also actually says exactly how much damage it does. We have an upgraded sheep for Dusty. Dusty gained 10 HP as well as 2 attack and 2 defense. Yes, 10 HP, 2 attack, 2 defense, and also gained 8 individuality.
That he did.
Hold on a heckin' second here. There's something missing.
What's that?
Yeah, that was the.
He's
that
no
was,
longer baby.
He's no
he
longer
is
baby.
No longer baby. He's baby in my heart.
The
that's all
baby
that really
ability was
matters.
what was used here. Whenever it grew up, it gained all those stats.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's no longer baby. There was a bit of a nerf to Porter Cookie, because whenever I had originally statted out Porter Cookie, I had done it because FOMO was leaving. And I gave him a maxed out stat, which does not seem like the best thing to do for a second stage evolution. As well as I gave him like really good attack, really good everything. So I brought his stats a little bit down from where they were. They're still really good. And
Traitor's penalty.
lastly, it's Varric. Varric,
Me?
you have your thing on your bottom.
Ooh.
You have the thing you wished
teach
for.
fly. Ooh. Ooh. What's this?
It's called Teach Enhanced Moves. You're able to spend time with a Pokemon to teach it a new, more powerful move similar to one it already has. Only once, 3 breaks, 2 Pokemon. Basically, I didn't have enough room to put what I wanted to put here, so again, up above it with Swagger, it says it takes up to 3 breaks, so that's where the 3 breaks comes in. You can teach up to 2 Pokemon, same thing here. Only once means only 1 time per Pokemon can you do this. For example, if you wanted to, let's say, do that with Tressa, you could turn Tressa's Jump Kick into High Jump Kick,
Ooh.
for example. Or like a Quick Attack into potentially an Extreme Speed. Stuff like that.
I like this. I like this a lot.
Again, you can only do it once per Pokemon, but you can do it for up to 2 Pokemon at a time. It takes 3 breaks to do it, though.
Mm-hmm.
So if we go by just days, it'll take you 3 days to do it, because you get basically 1 break per day, even if you take multiple breaks in a day. But basically, it's something you can do potentially whenever you're like traveling through Viridian Forest and shit like that.
All right, cool.
And again, it says up to 2 Pokemon, so it doesn't have to just be your Pokemon, but I'm guessing you're going to use it on all your Pokemon first, and then flip off all your friends. So...
He's the only way.
Shopkeeper Joy is going to bring out her entire little bit of stuff here. She's going to roll, see what exactly she might have. She does not have Revival Herbs.
All right then.
That was a 4.
Off into the town it is, I suppose.
No, whenever Nurse Joy is done, you can probably get some stuff from her.
Okay.
I was joking about the Pokemart thing.
Okay.
It's all taken care of by the resident Nurse Joys, because I don't have any other shopkeepers.
Okay.
But
They don't exist.
They don't. They're horrible people, and they were all put in jail. So, with that being said, other than buying stuff, which you can potentially do later on in the day, what do you guys want to do?
I mean, I want to use my new thing is what I want to do.
What do you mean, Varric? I never said you could use it.
There you look at.
You can look at it and think about what could have been.
I can't believe you've done this.
Varric.
The worst trade deal in the history of trade deals.
But no, what would you like to do with your newfound ability, Varric?
Do some heckin' training
With
Pokemans.
with
You know what? Since you suggested it, definitely gonna try to get that jump kick up. Gonna
Okay.
turn it into a high jump kick, so that'll be neat.
mm-hmm.
And let's see here. Who could use a real heckin' neato good move? You know what?
Sorry, you're teaching high jump kick. Only high jump kick can be taught, which means you choose Super Vegeta, and now Super Vegeta can do high jump kick. I'm kidding.
But yeah, I think I'll choose Tressa and my Beedrill boy.
Okay, what kind of move do you want to try to increase on Beedrill?
I want to increase his bug type move and see what we can do with.
Well, one thing you could do is instead of with Bug Bite, you could potentially do it with Poison Sting and turn that into like Twin Needle.
I like that more.
Because that's just Poison Sting, but a Bug type move, and it tries to poison twice.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's turn that into Twin Needle.
Okay. Varric, you're gonna spend some time out. We'll say in the forest, because that seems like a good time. You'll go out into the forest and potentially go to try to train your boys. Go ahead and roll me a d20. Just do that really quick, just for fun. Just for fun.
I get you. Just for fun. I see.
Just for
Let's see here.
fun.
Highlight and roll. God, why is it just lagging on me?
Oh, 20. Okay. I was gonna have you be attacked by Pokemon, but you make your way to the north of the city into the very, very front of Viridian Forest, and instead of being attacked by a bunch of fucking bug Pokemon, like I want it. I'm kidding.
I am Bug Dad, remember? They won't bother me.
Instead of going in there and getting attacked by a shit ton of bug type Pokemon, they notice you have a Beedrill and they're like, oh, let's fucking stay away from there.
A giant green Beedrill. We don't want to deal with that.
As
I mean, not really giant, but
There's never just one Beedrill. They always come in pairs.
I don't know where Tressa is. There she is.
The master and the
Get her
student.
I hate you.
Only Beedrill deal in absolutes.
I brought it here. As you will spend one of your breaks training your Pokemon. What about the others? What about Evelyn? What about Grunt77? And Keanu, you are just gonna stay with the Pikachu?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Evelyn is probably gonna try to play with Dusty a little bit.
And try to play
Teach
with
the
Dusty.
Pikachu attract.
Yeah.
All right, you leave behind all of your other Pokemon and go hang out with your son.
I mean, they can hang out
No.
too.
So that's not how the effect works. You have to be with a Pokemon and like spend time with them, because otherwise they feel like they're just part of a package and not special to you.
Oh, is that how it works?
If you want your son to feel like he's not special to you, that's up to you, I guess.
I want all my children to feel like they're special to me.
If they write edgy fan fiction and become
I don't want them to feel like they're not loved.
it's your fault.
Each and every one of them look off after Dusty and just narrow their eyes. Bubbles pulls out a knife. But no, you're gonna spend some time with Dusty?
Yeah.
I'm guessing you're gonna try to get that 8 down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go ahead and roll. Go ahead and you. I barely ever have to actually have you roll for this, but go ahead and roll for your expression. I barely ever have to actually have you roll for this because you have like a fucking plus 11.
Plus 12, I think.
Probably.
This is 8 plus 4.
Yep,
So,
you're
yeah.
good. Yep, go ahead.
That's
Just
okay.
fucking
There you go.
roll it out. Just roll. You using this?
Yes, I am.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right.
Oh, if it could have been a 17.
Do me a favor and roll it again.
Okay.
Okay.
One
All
of
right.
these
So.
fucking days.
You go out and yeah, definitely. As you spend some time with Dusty. Let's go ahead and grab one of these things that aren't being. We'll just grab the one that's over on Tropius. Bing.
I'm not be right back.
You spend some time with Dusty. At the moment, again, we don't do it from the one, because you have to do several sessions of hanging out for it to work.
Yes.
But you are halfway to a point away from individuality.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. Number 77. What do you want to do? What does
All
Joseph
right.
want to do? There you go.
All right. So what does when is the date?
It is date.
All right. So he's gonna get himself prepared for that. And did we? I
Oh,
forget.
that date. That is later on tonight, I believe. Where you go out with your date nurse or Officer Jenny as she goes and does her job with a Pikachu. Yes.
Yeah. So he's gonna get ready for the date. Get himself nice and looking good. I forget. Did we agree or disagree on him having changes of clothes and Pokeballs?
I believe we said you had a wardrobe in your Pokeballs.
All right. Then he's gonna get himself dressed and prepped.
Okay. Grunt 77 goes back into the back and eventually comes out. As he does, he seems to have a just the epitome of a gangster. I'm kidding. The epitome of a mobster. He has a fucking.
To be fair, according to Yakuza, looking your best is a good way to show you're a good Yakuza.
He's got a fedora. He's got.
Like, I was playing a fucking Yakuza the first game, and there's this guy like, yeah, you gotta make yourself look the part, man. And I'm like, oh my god, I did this before making Joseph a dress care person. Anyway, so he's gonna do that.
What
And
exactly
if
are
he-
you wearing, Will?
He's gonna
Are you actually looking like a fucking traditional mobster, or?
he's gonna wear a suit and a tie.
Hell yeah. As you need to go into Viridian Forest. I mean, look at Varric.
And maybe a nice watch. Who knows?
Okay, definitely. You put on your nice watch. You put on your jacket. You put on everything like that. You walk out looking like you're fucking ready to either be a hardened businessman or a hardened businessman.
And if I have some time left, do I have time left?
If you're doing most of this to prep for the thing tonight, depends on what you want to do.
I'll spend some time with Porter Cookie to figure out how wild they are.
Let's see here. Let's grab Porter Cookie over here. As you come out from the back, Porter Cookie has a little bow tie on too.
No.
You put a little bow tie on Porter Cookie.
Well, there we go.
Because he is not wild at all.
He is good to boy.
As we look over at his individuality of 4, he is wild enough to do his own thing, but he's just like your Staryu basically. He's like basically perfectly obedient.
Staryu's got a tie.
As he looks at his reflection in Staryu's bulb, so does Porter Cookie.
Staryu also has a little bow tie, you know.
You know what? Parasect has like a
The only
top
one you
hat
don't
or
the only
something.
one you don't put anything on is Parasect, because you're pretty sure that Parasect is he's his own free spirit, you know.
Yeah, he's the free spirit. He's the one that is the good roommate. You get a little embarrassed, but they're your companion, even though the real reason he doesn't bring Parasect to dates is because he doesn't want them to assume he's gonna sleep powder the drink.
Oh my god. Dear God, dude. All right.
What?
You have your two Pokemon. You have your suit on. You gonna tell everybody where you're going?
Going out.
Okay.
I mean, yeah. I mean, basically, is the only one here is Keanu. So it's like, all right. And you are gonna be.
Actually, I know what Parasect's gonna do.
Oh yeah.
You're on bodyguard duty today, alright? Leaves Parasect with Sherry.
Parasect.
You know how to contact me if anything goes wrong, right, Jerry?
She pulls out the fire signal. I'm kidding. She just kind of pulls out her phone like, I got it.
Alright.
As she gets on Parasect.
No brainwashing people while I'm gone.
Stun spore. I'm kidding. She's just like hitting the back of the mushroom so the effect spore happens all around it.
You're all infected now.
Eventually, after a couple of days, a large mushroom starts growing on the back of Colonel.
No.
Jerry waits for Joseph to leave, looks around, puts on a costume, Parasect, go Tyranitar!
So you head out toward the police station. Whoop. So while everybody's doing their thing, Keanu, you make your way over toward the Pikachu. The Pikachu are mostly working. So you know they're doing their job. They're pushing, getting some of that good old fucking energy for the Pokemon Center batteries and things like that. As you go over and kind of check them out, I'm guessing you probably attempt to take a couple of pictures. Go ahead and roll me for 2 perceptions, and we'll take the better one. That's a really good one. Okay.
So 18, 22. Oh, wait, perception.
24. As you take what appears to be a really good picture of these Pikachu at work, as you look at it afterwards, it really captures the drive and feeling behind the Pikachu as they do their little march where they're like Pika 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 Cha, Pika 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 Cha. Not interrupted by one of them just looking off like Pika. I'm kidding.
How do you get back here?
But as they are marching along, you get a good picture of their drive and devotion. You see some of them have sweat on their brow as they've been working for this for a while. They know that their job is important and they do their absolute best. You just think it seems to be really cute though, so you keep that picture. People would probably pay a pretty penny for that picture.
Heck yeah.
Sell that to Kathy, you know, just suck it. I'm kidding.
Did an article about this Pikachu that tilts its head?
Pikachu that tilts its head. You make your way through all of that as the Pikachu are doing their thing. Most of your associates are performing their own things over here. You just see Oscar and Macho are up at the top, just kind of going through. He seems to be on the phone for most of the time, probably calling the people over at Sinnoh and letting them know what's going on. You see that Sherry seems to have gathered all of the Pokemon.
She has her pile.
As Sherry has gathered all the Pokemon, she seems to be talking to them all about how best to start their rampage and take over the city. At this point, Colonel is somewhat interested, but
He's so loose.
since Nurse Joy is still in the back with Mutoni, Shopkeeper Joy has taken up the area behind the counter. And of course, Reyna is over here with you. After a little bit of time passes, you do hear from off in the distance of the hallway what appears to be both like some footsteps as both Mutoni and Nurse Joy come back out from there. Mutoni comes back. He seems to be in good health. You don't see any more of his burns or anything alongside of him. You do see that there is now a new bandage along the side of his left arm that seems to completely cover that hole where the rock seems to come from. And as all that goes on, he seems to just go over and start like basically meditating off to the side. He's kind of watching things that are going on over there. And as Nurse Joy comes out, she kicks her younger cousin out of her spot and takes back her spot.
That's fair. She's not medically qualified.
It's true. It's like, you
First
didn't
thing
pass
some
the
balls
test.
and-
Get away, loser! Loser of the
on the
Joy
back.
family. You ruined the Joy family name.
You
I
bring
mean, yeah,
shame
like-
on our family.
Even Chansey somehow have the
my.
qualifications to put things on the rack.
Oh my.
Granted, she clearly knows how to do it because she's done it like at least twice now.
Oh my.
She should probably go back to medical school.
Oh, she would love to go back to medical school if they would take her with her grades. Can't believe it. Straight A minuses, Joy. I'm ashamed.
Meanwhile, in reality, it's a power move against my family.
Joy is just off to the side. She's just like, they all don't understand. I had to stop going into medical school because the medical school had said that in order to pass, unfortunately, I'd have to take out my entire family, leaving only my younger sister.
Joy, why did you do this?
Test myself.
Wait, you bought that? That wasn't a medical school. We had you hostage.
To enter the Pokemon medical profession, you must take.
In
the
order
life
to
of
enter
your
the
best
Pokekatsuki.
friend. I just hated the idea of following in her footsteps.
Oh, I remember the Pokekatsuki. I was part of it. Most of the members were great, but the leader was a bit of a letdown, to be honest.
Oh, that would have been a great name for the bad guys of this next Pokemon game. Okay, so I'm playing. As all those things happen, is there anything you would like to do for the remainder of the night, Keanu? The others will be coming back, mostly to get to sleep from the ones that are training. We'll go over to Joseph's thing later. But is there anything you'd like to do for the rest of the night after you've just taken these pictures? Is there
I'm gonna
anything in
go sit
particular you want to do with
Rita,
any of your
and
Pokemon?
I'm gonna pet Marilyn, but that's about it.
You gonna pet Marilyn?
Yeah.
Do you want to consider this as time to try to bring up Marilyn's zero individuality?
Sure.
By petting her.
by
This will
doing.
make you more independent. I love you so much.
I just want to make sure that you're not completely wasting your time. Which I don't think petting Marilyn is a waste at all.
Never.
I don't think
Yeah.
that's a waste at all, you see. But go ahead and roll me for your expression while you're hanging out with Marilyn.
Do 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 do.
Okay.
Do 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 16. Do 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 do.
I'll say that. I'll say that's enough for Marilyn. You've been around Marilyn most of this entire journey without ever doing anything like this. I'll say that's enough for one half. You're going up with yours. So you just
Marilyn may
in
not
order
be
to
a
try to
baby.
get Marilyn somewhat
Baby.
independent, like you and Reyna look at her and like both of you just have like this look of just shame and abject horror on your faces as you're like, okay, Marilyn. Ugh. And you set her on the
How
ground.
dare
And then you immediately pick her back up. I'm sorry. She seems entirely unfazed.
Marilyn, do you want the ball?
Go and get the ball, Marilyn. But with that being said, Joseph.
Oh, he's on mute.
Joseph.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is.
Hello.
Do you need some
Yeah.
time?
I'm here. I
Okay.
just need to unmute.
Gotcha. You make your way over toward the police station. As you do, you notice that standing outside of the police station are what appears to be a rather large amount of Growlithe, which is about 3. That's 2 more than you usually see with one officer.
The big cheese.
You see a rather large amount of Growlithe, as well as the Pikachu. As you look at the Pikachu seems to currently have a small device on its tail. You see there is a small little ring on its tail. Seemingly something of a tracker. As she just seems to be waiting outside of the police station.
As the Pikachu's like, it's been a long time. I've changed since we last met. What I hear, beep 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 beep.
You make your way there. She waves you over.
Hello.
Hey, you made it.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna be hopefully taking this Pikachu off into the forest for the night, just to see what happens. See if it returns to anywhere like a den or anything like that. See if we can't find anything like what you guys are talking about. Any sort of devices or anything out there. See if this little guy can lead us there. She just kind of like looks at the Pikachu, and just in case it gets anywhere away from us, we have a small tracker on it. As she just like shows the little device on her. As she looks over towards you, I'm gonna have her roll for something really quick. She's gonna roll. She's there we go. She's gonna roll for her understanding.
Did you steal a Porter cookie? You bitch. Steve.
She looks
Your
over
Honor.
at you. She got over a 10, and she's just like, "Oh, nice outfit."
Thanks. One of my best.
She goes back in. She comes out wearing a dress. Are you ready for a patrol in the fucking forest? I'm kidding.
It's all just a disguise for her to get another date.
You know this is an actual date, right? Yeah. Don't you wear nice things when you're visiting people?
Oh yeah, I guess so.
If I was dating you, I'd be more casual.
If I was dating you, clothes would be more. There would be less clothes.
Walks back aside, comes out and hey.
You guys start making your way out from the north of the city. As you guys do, we are gonna have the first of the rolls for the Pikachu to see if it can't return to where it's supposed to go. She's gonna again. She's already told you she's gonna be doing this for probably a couple of days to see if she can't figure anything out. See if she can't have the Pikachu lead her to any of the lost items if it did take it, which it did not.
It runs to Keanu. We knew it.
We knew it. It's Keanu's
I
fault.
love you.
Ooh, almost a 17, but that was a 6. As she let Pikachu down, most of the time, Pikachu did kind of motion off a little bit. But you and this mostly was just you and Jenny that given some chats back and forth. And the Pikachu didn't seem to really leave. It's just hanging out around you guys. During most of the time of the night, what do you want to talk about with Officer Jenny?
So have things been in this area? Get busy a lot?
Pretty shipshape actually. The gym leader keeps most things running pretty smoothly in town. We haven't really had a lot of outbreaks like this recently, where a bunch of things have been stolen or anything like that. It's a pretty quiet town mostly. It didn't always used to be that way, but She shrugs.
Hey, that's what happens, but seems like you have a lot of hard work on your end, everyone's end.
A
And
lot
that
of
work pays off.
a lot of the force seems to have mostly made their way up toward Pewter or down toward Pallet. We've got a little bit less numbers than we probably should have in the city, but with everything being as quiet, we don't really seem to think that there's too much problem with that. Some of the forces went down to Pallet because of the new dock system they've been putting together. And a lot of people have gone up to Pewter because, well, all of the problems going on in the mines of Mount Moon. But everything should be pretty good.
That's good.
So what about you? You guys all came from over the mountain, right?
Yep, all the way from Johto.
What you doing over here?
Give me a second to try and remember why.
Well, you see, I'm part of a criminal organization called Team Break. Well, I guess now I'm in Team Breakthrough. I don't know, but anyway, I'm actually here to go through all of the ancient rocket bases that are secretly established all throughout Kanto.
And we're basically dishing out some vigilante justice.
Honestly, a bit of exploration here and there. Want to see some of the sights.
I noticed that a bunch of you are a little young, so I assumed that you were all on your Pokemon journey.
Some probably are. I'm pretty new with them, so I haven't learned all their motivations yet.
And still, you seem like you and that other guy are kind of like the big protectors of the group or whatever.
Hmm?
You and that Oscar guy, you're big and burly, you know? She kind of like motions to your arms.
Well, right now I'm looking after someone, so I guess I am a protector of sorts.
I'm sorry if I noticed that a little bit more. I'm actually. She kind of like rolls up her sleeve and just kind of like shows like her like tries to flex her muscles a bit. It's actually really hard for me to put on muscle. I go to the gym every day, but I can't really seem to bulk up as much as you guys can.
The fact that you're going every day shows that it's going to work out for you. It's those that quit that will lose everything.
Again, through most of the night, the Pikachu mostly goes in and out from where you guys are at. Doesn't really seem to go like too much farther than like maybe like 20 feet away from you guys before turning back, according to the tracker that's on it. But it's mostly just kind of like jumping back in and jumping back out, jumping back in. Sometimes it has little berries in its hands and it eats them. It goes over and like just like hangs out over if the two of you eats and then makes its way away again. The Pikachu has seemingly considered you guys as a safe point, as it does not want to go too far into the forest at night where all of the sleeping Beedrill and shit are.
Probably not the best time to do this.
Yeah, it seems like it. I didn't really have any other time today. I could, but it'd be really nice if we could do it in the morning. But I don't really have any way I can. She looks over toward the Growlithe. I don't have any way that I can stop their patrols in the morning, and I don't have any Pokemon of my own.
I have a few Pokemon myself.
Do you want to maybe come back and do this in the morning? It'd be really helpful if you help me out.
No problem. I'm curious where this little guy goes too, so.
And if it doesn't work out, we can take a day. Maybe let this little guy chill out for a little bit.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you'd like to say to her before the night ends? It seems like you guys have already set up potentially coming back in the morning.
Let's see. Anything else? And we're in.
You're in you're in Viridian Forest currently.
Okay.
You notice again, just like off to the edges of like where the little fire you guys have made in the center are all the Growliths, just basically standing, staring off into the end, like we fucking dare any bugs come here.
So, you mentioned earlier the 3, which is abnormal. Can I bring that up?
Go ahead.
So I noticed you had 3 instead of 2.
Oh yeah, we have a lot of extra Growlith around here. A lot of... This is a little bit awkward to say, but a couple of years back, whenever the police station here was a lot bigger and a lot more busy, a lot of our police officers, well, turned out to be members of this organization called Team Rocket. And whenever they had disbanded themselves, all these Growlith had to go somewhere, so we have a bit of an abundance here in Viridian. We mostly use them for patrolling through the city during the day. They just kind of keep a watch and stay around some key points in the city, which is one reason why I can't really get them unless it's nighttime. They've all been trained to basically go off on their own. They're pretty independent little guys.
Independent, but always willing to lend a hand.
They keep things around here pretty safe.
I know I wouldn't mess with these little guys.
I myself don't really have any of them that are mine. I used to have a Pokemon, but it get kind of... I'm not the best trainer. I wasn't able to really discipline it very well, and it eventually just... She kind of like looked down a little bit, just kind of gives a bit of a shrug. It eventually just stopped listening to me. Luckily, these guys are a lot more trained by people who are a lot better at this kind of stuff than me.
Well, it sounds like you at least have an idea of what happened then, and you're stronger for it now.
I'm fine working with the rest of them. I don't really need to be a strong trainer or anything like that. As long as these guys know what they're doing and they listen to my orders, I think everything should be just fine. Eventually, the night gets to a point where it's getting very dark. All the Growlithe have basically come back toward the center of the area with you guys, and the Pikachu has basically decided to jump back up into Officer Jenny's arms. As she does this, she kind of just motions toward the exit, like, well, we should probably get out of here if we're planning to come back in the morning.
Yeah.
What do you say? What do you say? Maybe just before lunch.
Sounds good.
Give us both a little bit of time to sleep at the very least. Like I said, I'm not really the best trainer. Do you think that maybe she like shows the tracker and then like kind of holds up the Pikachu?
Sure.
Yay! She hands you the Pikachu and then hands you its tracker. There you go. Sorry about that. But if we're gonna come back here in the morning anyway, you seem like you're really good with Pokemon.
I wouldn't say that.
Your two Pokemon seem to be pretty well behaved.
Well, this one, Border Cookie, is a new one.
You're walking and talking. Do. As you guys are walking back.
Does the Pikachu have a name?
Nope. The Pikachu is
During
Pikachu.
the walk, he's renamed Pikachu to Criminal Mastermind.
What? What?
As a nickname.
As a nickname.
Because he
we'll call you CM.
Criminal Mastermind. He means it sarcastically, but it just stuck.
There we go. Criminal Mastermind, otherwise known as CM. Perfect. You guys make your way back into the city. Eventually, you do run across the other two coming back from their trainings in the outside as well.
Hey.
Evelyn and Varric, you guys see a large procession of Growlithe surrounding Joseph and Officer Jenny, almost as if Joseph has been arrested.
What did you do?
Okay, you got me.
Well, I guess I'll see you in the morning, Joseph.
Yeah. See you then.
She waves toward Varric and Evelyn as well. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Take care of CM.
CM? What's that?
Yeah. Well, guess your name's sticking.
I don't understand.
Pika.
All right, you criminal mastermind.
Oh, okay. We should probably head on back to the Pokemon Center now.
Whoop. Bwomp.
Yeet!
You guys all make it back into the Pokemon Center. As you guys do so, CM seems to jump off and just kind of like make her way back over toward the other Pikachu and just kind of like watch them for a bit. At this point, Tressa and Beedrill are very tired as they've been training most of the night. And Dusty is not staying as far away from you, but is still very
Yay.
independent and walking over toward all the other Pokemon.
Look at you go being independent. They grow up so fast.
Jerry.
On her mech-like parasect friend. Hey, what's
Have
up?
a good time.
Oh, I was just talking with all the Pokemon about our future plans.
All right.
It's like, okay.
We're going to be staying with this little guy for a bit. Say hello to Criminal Mastermind.
Sherry is so into that name.
As, in truth, he was thinking of Sherry when looking at the Pikachu.
Sherry is completely into that name as she goes over toward the Pikachu. She's like, yes!
Another criminal.
Going to be doing some...
More for the princess.
Going to be watching the Pikachu in the morning. Are you interested in coming, or...
She looks
There
back.
will be.
She looks back over at you. I don't know. I skipped out on my morning calisthenics today.
Well, you do have your calisthenic. I just want to invite you just in case.
At this point, all of you guys are basically all around at this point. If you guys would like to attempt to buy anything from Nurse Joy, you can. I will say that I have had other items down here to be bought, but apparently whenever I added those to the game the other day, they did not stick. Because they're not down here. However, I do know the items that they were, so I can just, you won't have tokens for them today, but you'll have tokens for them next time.
Cool.
Do you guys want to try to buy some items?
Yeah.
Evelyn, you make your way over toward the nurse. At this point, if you guys want access to the better items, though, I believe that Varric has to be nearby. I believe that Varric has to. Oh, he has a stomachache.
Yeah.
Varric
He's
is there.
on mute. It's okay then.
Varric is there. Varric is there for proximity.
Charm.
Proximity charm. He's like, look at all these badges I have, and all the things that we can totally buy now because I have all these badges. You see.
I have the
Flashes
same number
his
of badges he
badges
does.
like
Do you?
nipples.
Yeah, I have 2.
Well, he has 3, doesn't he?
Oh, does he have 3?
He has the mineral badge. He has the badge thing here, and I believe doesn't he have? Oh, right, the break. I'm dumb.
That's not a badge.
I'm
yeah.
dumb. It's just the symbol thingy. It's called a
got
break badge, but
the-
it's not actually a badge.
The International
Yeah.
Champions
Waka
badge,
waka.
Mineral badge, and then the Dark Lady badge.
Emerald Stag says.
Isn't that
almost
what the
back
Dark Lady
to my-
badge was? Is the mineral one?
I think that is what that
Um,
one is.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Because
Oh,
if that's
wait,
the
it's
case, then you
not.
guys don't have the necessary amount of things.
Yo, what's up? I got a ribbon and I got a badge. Does that help? I got a ribbon and a badge.
We have a live
Big
Mewtwo.
We have a live Mewtwo. It's like, give us your shit.
How's
I
your
will say
family
I was
life?
expecting you guys to have 3 badges because I'm a dumbass. So right now you still only have the 2 badge stuff.
I mean,
Got an idea
than-
though. Got
more
an
than we
idea.
had before.
Got an
I'm
idea.
back.
Though. Got an idea though.
As Parasect coughs up a badge.
Got an idea though.
You just happened to steal one from the international champion.
Voop. Hands Varric a badge. Voop. I'm kidding.
Yeah. Hey, I had to work for that one. I deserve it. Fucking Francis.
I thought you were gonna be like Oscar comes over and he has all 8 badges, so we get everything.
See, that's why I can't do that. Do-do-do-do. Between all of you, you guys do have quite the number of crazy things, especially if Keanu comes over.
I mean, most of us have a badge from the international champion.
Yes, but that's still just a badge.
It's a badge. It's not like a special badge.
But each of you also have a unique badge, whereas Keanu has his ribbon. Actually, Keanu, don't you have 2 ribbons?
Yes, Ducky has one. And
Oh
me
yeah,
has
that's why I thought it. You have 3. You have 3 things because you have the 2 badges or the 2 ribbons, and you have the badge. Okay, fine. Everything's fine then. As long as Keanu's with you guys can get the 3 things.
oh,
So Oscar's just going to swallow the badge he was going to give them.
Oh. Okay, good. So as long as Keanu's there, you guys can buy the 3rd level stuff. Do-do-do-do.
Bye, guys.
The third level things, by the way, are do-do-do-do. You can get Ultra Balls. Do-do-do-do. I believe Ultra Balls, Moo Moo Milk. You can buy the entire wage that April was given. But no, you can buy Ultra Balls, Moo Moo Milk, and I believe citrus berries.
Ooh, those are good. Those be really good. How much are
Again,
those?
I had the other one set up, but they didn't save, so we'll have to be giving you guys your other stuff later. As of right now, we'll just be like, oh, these orange berries are everything.
label them citrus berries.
We'll just label them whatever they are, and then I'll change them whenever we are between games.
Psst. What do citrus berries actually do?
Citrus
They're like
berries heal up
super
30
orange
HP.
berries.
Oh, wow. Those are way better than orange berries.
Yup.
Orange berries time 3.
Orange berries are 10 HP. But citrus berries heal up 30 HP, and if used in cooking, they are very good. However, your cook is gone.
Too bad none of us know how to fucking do that.
Technically,
What?
Joseph does, but he doesn't have the actual cooking expertise thing that April had, so he can't actually make the same kind of meal she had.
I got baked beans, hot dog, craft dinner.
So basically, what he has to do is he has to use a fake card and get the key so that we can get like the pressure cooker or something.
I mean,
We're
to be fair, we already have like fucking Keanu over here with another vizier, so I
We're
might just give you guys a pressure cooker or something.
We're gonna do this old school
That's right,
Canadian
you still have
style
those.
where we're gonna have craft dinner and cut little bits of hot dogs and cook them and put them in.
Yeah, I'm in constant
put some
danger.
ketchup on
I don't know when it's gonna happen, but stuff's gonna happen.
What are you talking about, man? It's not like you have fucking the rogue over here or the wait for a guard. Or... You're fine.
Oh, is my rifle.
I've already decided what both of those are gonna be for you. Anywho, but the Ultra Balls are, I believe, on here. They are 1,100 Poké Dollars. The Citrus Berries are 600 Poké Dollars. And the Moo Moo Milk is 800 Poké Dollars. Things are getting expensive, boys.
And what are revival herbs?
Revival Herbs were 700 Poké Dollars.
Oh, doke.
Things are expensive in here. You guys need to hurry up and raid that rocket base. The secret rocket base that you're not supposed to tell the officer about. I'm kidding. You can tell her. Who cares? It's not like you guys are doing anything bad. You just have to maybe not take everything inside and let her take some for evidence.
She can have her evidence pieces, and we'll keep the most expensive stuff that we find.
You
We'll
guys
let
just
her have the
just organize a raid on the secret rocket base. She brings all the Growlithe. Just a fucking
All the
army of
Growlithe.
Growlithes rushing through.
That's for a revival herb and a citrus berry.
Altogether, that is 1,000, and that is 300. Yep. As you get a revival herb, you know that has 2 uses.
It does?
Or no, sorry, that's the super potion. My bad.
Yeah.
You have the revival herb, you know that is 1 use, and you will have a citrus berry. Let me go ahead and citrus berry. Plus 30 HP. Bam. Perfect.
I think
Thank
I'll
you.
actually get another revival herb too.
You'll love it when you actually have access to revives.
Yeah.
Another revival herb?
Yeah.
Hey, at least you have
There you go.
something that if a Pokemon's too clingy, you just feed them revival herbs.
Just fucking get it. Like, get out of here!
I never.
I actually
use
do. I actually do have. There is actually going to be, once you guys get the next set of badges, there actually is, because I took away the bitter property of the revival herbs, but for the other bitter medicines, I do have that, and it does either increase or decrease individuality.
Oh. Well, that's heckin' interesting.
Because, if you give it to a Pokemon that's been spoiled to fucking death all the time, it's like, well, I guess I'll be more individualist now. If you give it to one with too high of it, it'll be like, well, they are giving me stuff that's healthy, I guess.
I guess I'll chill the fuck out.
But
really-
the limit for both of those is 7. So if you give them, like, again, I think it's energy powder that I have, or is it energy root? I can't remember. If you give it to them, it will make their individuality go up to 7 or down to 7, like with every use you do of it. So like if it's
It's
at
basically
0,
the same limitations as the little points.
yeah, yeah.
Neat.
Does anybody else want to buy anything?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and buy a citrus berry.
Do I have any money?
And
Let's look. No, you take that back, Aaron. He has his own money.
he's a strong, independent man, and he don't need no handout.
But yeah, you have
Yeah.
this as your money. You have 4 golden Poké Dollars. You have altogether 2,000 Poké Dollars.
All right, and how much is Moo Moo Milk?
Moo Moo Milk is 800 Poké Dollars.
Oh, that's. Oh, I don't have a lot of money, I'm guessing. So it seems expensive now.
Well, it only is expensive because it heals 100 HP.
All right, let's see the HP. Yeah, I'll get a couple.
Get a couple Moo Moo Milks. You can also technically use them in cooking, and if you guys do get a thing to aid you in cooking that will give you the April thing, you guys will still need cooking ingredients to get the bonuses. And the Moo Moo Milk's is a really good cooking ingredient. So.
You know, I keep forgetting that I have fucking business sense. Ah! Why do I keep forgetting that I just do that and help people spend less money? Fuck!
You're just leaning
Oh,
up against the wall, staring over at
Because
the Pokemon
it's
like,
me,
yo,
and
I'm
you
gonna
wanted
teach
to
you somebody
remember
move.
after I spend my hard-earned cash.
All right, bring me over your money, and I'll give
Word.
you back.
I put it with the Pikachu.
4. Here you
So,
go. You have 400 back.
Alright.
And here are your 2 Moo Moo Milks. Again, we'll get the actual tokens next game. All right, anybody else?
Yes, I'll buy a citrus berry.
2,
Oh, I have an orange berry. Nice.
1.
What does orange berry do again?
Heals 10.
Oranberry heals 10. It can also be used as an ingredient in food. Here is your citrus berry.
Thank
Keanu, do you want to buy anything?
Love and affection, please.
She offers you Moo Moo Milk.
Hell yeah, no, I don't want that. Pokemon food.
You can definitely still buy the Pokemon food, or the Yum Bars, or anything like that that are here.
Probably get some Pokemon food.
Okay, those are 100 apiece.
And give me 5.
Bop, 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 bop. Actually, wasn't the oh wait no isn't the Yum Bars 100 apiece and the Pokemon food 50 each? I can't remember.
No idea.
Fuck it. Bop,
Hell
bop,
yeah.
bop, bop, bop. Because these are basically just rations for Pokemon. If I ever remember to actually have you guys take those down. Before you guys actually had a cook, now you guys actually might have to worry about rationing your food.
It's a good thing I have a couple Pokemon foods on me. Here we
Mhm.
go. I've changed the color of my citrus
Especially when you
berry.
guys go through the fucking Viridian Forest, because we're going anime rules in the Viridian Forest. Viridian
Oh,
Forest is
fuck.
fucking big.
That's right. Should probably buy some Pokemon food.
Get a Pokeball as well.
Regular Pokeball?
Yeah.
That is 300. Whoop. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. There you go.
How much is Pokemon food?
50 each.
50 each.
And Yum Bars are 100 each because they can give you fucking good vibes with Pokemon.
That's like a lot of Pokemon food.
You want 10?
Sure. Why not?
You have a lot of Pokemon.
It's true.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Again, depending on if you guys do get, like, if I do decide to have that be one of the things you guys get to have April's skills, like we did with the skills that were gone from Lee, then we can definitely work something out later.
What? But we have toast and butter.
Okay.
Butter.
Boother.
Do you want to buy any Pokemon food? My boy Joseph. It's basically Pokemon food is basically just like bread.
What can you do, my effeminate fellow?
Sure. Let's get how much?
They're
how
50
much-
each.
All right, then I'll get 2 because I already have 1 and I have 3 to feed.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Does Staryu eat? Hold on.
Probably.
Aaron, you disappoint me.
Where's your mouth?
I mean, I've been staring at it for like a long time, and if it's a starfish, it just means that everything happens through one orifice on the opposite side.
There you go.
Oh, okay, then yeah.
Oh, so that's how you give it CPR.
Yeah, I mean, there's only one place it could be.
You
It
give
can
it-
also live underwater, and that adds like a whole layer of
Oh wait, you said
complication
50
to this.
each?
Yeah, I took your money.
Thief.
Theft.
Yes, thief, for taking the money that you were spending.
She just like holds her hand up and just force.
Do you want
grabs
any?
the
Do you
money.
want any Pokemon food, Varric?
I have 2.
You're right.
Yeah,
That should be that should be enough to feed all 6 of your Pokemon.
I'll go ahead and get. They were each Pokemon food feeds 3, if I remember right.
Each Pokemon food feeds 2.
They each feed 2. Okay, and
That's basically like rationing it out, though. Like if you just like,
yeah.
break it in half. Here you go. You fucking basically like Aladdin,
Uh,
where you just like break the bread and hand one to your monkey.
They're each 50. I'll spend 400 worth
Okay, I'll give you 8.
with this.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I'll give you back. Whoop. Bang. There you go.
Don't I only need 100 back? Because it's a 500
Oh right,
coin.
I'm dumb.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have said anything.
I am.
Also,
a
you
good
should
boy.
also you should try to like get these at a discount.
I know. I keep
fucking
forgetting
hell?
that I have this fucking move.
Ah!
Fuck.
Revert the room.
Okay.
Wahaba.
I don't know.
What did you do?
I think I was unlocking a bread, and I guess I unlocked my table by mistake. My bad.
all of your stuff just piled down in the center of the room.
My bad.
So does that mean like how far back does that?
You still have
Yo.
look at your stuff right here. It was 10 seconds.
Okay. Damn. All right. You know what? I've already used my charm on her technically today. I don't know if they would work again.
You're just gonna cut your losses.
I'm gonna cut my losses and
There you
worry
go,
about
there's
it
your
another
bread.
time. Yeah, I'm gonna cut my losses and worry about it another time. It is my special ability, but you know what? I don't always have to use my special ability.
Yeah, you don't always have to be special. Because if everyone's special, then no one's special.
I'll go
Everyone's
ahead
unique,
and
no
shove
one's
all this
special.
Pokemon food into my Pokeball. There we go.
Okay. You guys buy all of your food for the next couple of days. At this point, you guys have basically decided to stay in Viridian/Viridian Forest until you guys have found that thing. I'm guessing. So you guys have found the rocket base. I'm guessing.
Yeah.
There was one here that we were looking for, right? That's
Yes,
what there
in
was?
Viridian Forest, you believe.
Oh, right. Okay.
So at this point, Joseph has says that he's going to be going off in the morning and going with Officer Jenny to look around for things like that with the Pikachu. You guys can either decide to fucking third wheel his date, or you guys can continue to train your Pokemon or train things up. Does not matter. At this point, do you guys want to head to sleep?
Yeah. I'm gonna tell my Pokemon they did a good job with training, and we'll continue where we left off tomorrow, because they're good boys and girls. And to keep. Sorry I wasn't here when all that stuff was happening.
How dare you? You each find a good place to sleep. Keanu finds where all the Pikachu sleep, and him and Reina go there.
I smooch every one of them right on the nose.
Varric and Joseph sleep on the top floor with Sherry, like kind of like right here-ish, and they both just like look at each other like, "Arr." I'm playing.
I'm the Deadleaf Dad.
As you guys all go to rest, none of you guys have any wishes left, do you?
Nope.
I don't. Think
I
you
still
do.
haven't decided on mine.
Okay, so yeah, you
I'm a
still have
nerd.
yours, but
I still have mine, but I haven't wished for anything yet.
so Varric,
Still
you
thinking
go to
on it.
sleep,
Carrie hasn't used hers.
huh?
Oh, I was just thinking which of the two used theirs.
Varric, you go to sleep. As you do, do you say no?
Kick me out. I don't have a wish yet.
Yeet!
I'm sorry. I know. I know it's supposed to be every night. I'm supposed to come up with a wish, but I just don't have anything.
That's fine. It yeets you out. It's fine with it. It'll keep yeeting you out as many times as it needs to. God, I wish we had a curry pot. I'm kidding.
Big
I
Oh,
wish one
yeah.
of us could cook.
You guys want to eat curry over there? We're making curry over there.
fucking Chelsea?
You guys all have your rest. As you guys do this, eventually in the morning, Sherry wakes up and she proceeds to gather Pokemon to do her morning calisthenics. Who wants to have their Pokemon go and have their health and attack, I believe, go up?
Yes.
I believe the ones
Yes.
that are in there currently are Dusty is still getting his going. Colonel's still getting his going, I believe.
Possibly.
Well, these things are on them, so I'm
Yeah,
guessing.
He can do
Porter Cookie is still going through with it. Tressa
And Vegeta.
and
Vegeta's
Vegeta.
real close.
Two,
Just
one,
flapping
two,
as much
three,
as hard as he
4,
can.
5.
But does doing the morning calisthenics means that Tressa can't do the other training, or is this separate from?
This is what just happens in the morning.
Okay.
Like if you're planning on spending the entire day here, unless like they find the thing immediately, then you'll be fine. You'll have another quote unquote break. This doesn't count as your break, but if you guys did other things today, it would.
Okie dokie.
A few seconds ago, Ronan lost. Donates $10. Can people eat Pokemon food? I seem to recall it happening in the anime once or twice. Dice to Viridian Jenny so she can get a boyfriend. Boyfriend dice.
Or are they smash dice?
Boyfriend inspiration.
Boyfriend
I mean-
inspiration. Thank you very much, Ronan. As far as the actual idea behind them are, when it comes to the Pokemon food in this game, it's mostly just the same kind of food as you would eat, unless you specifically say, "Oh no, I only feed my Pokemon little brown bricks."
Those puffins that they give them sometimes.
So when it comes to it, it's literally just food.
From Pokemon World.
It's food that has been classified as safe for Pokemon.
Woo!
Mostly, I did that because I knew that April was in the game in the beginning of the campaign, and I knew that you guys would be potentially giving her ingredients, and like one of the ingredients you could give her is just Pokemon food. And like as long as she used Pokemon food or Moo Moo milk or something like that in the recipe, then it was safe for Pokemon to eat. Do-do-do-do. With that being said, so at this point, different Pokemon can be there. Sherry at this point is a little bit stronger than she was before. So I believe she can have up to 7 people at once doing this. Do-do-do-do. Yeah, she can have up to 7 Pokemon gain effects from this. So Tressa, Vegeta, Colonel, Dusty, Marilyn, Vivi, and are we gonna assume Porter Cookie's gonna continue with his will?
God damn it. So, okay.
Oh, no.
Or are we gonna assume that Porter Cookie's gonna continue with his?
His
If you look at his stats, before FOMO left, he was doing morning calisthenics, which gave him 1/3 HP and 1/3 attack. He has to get those up by 2 more times with morning calisthenics before he can get his attack or his HP up.
Alright then.
You want to go with that?
He'll do that, but not knowing that he's been doing it, but more like, here, have a friend for your calisthenics, Sherry. Thanks.
Gotcha.
You wanna throw in Staryu too or something? I mean,
Well, she can only have 7 gain the effects.
oh,
from it.
only 7. Okay.
Any other Pokemon that's there is just doing it. We'll put Criminal Mastermind and Cena in there too. Perfect.
They're having a fun time.
I hope
I
you
don't
guys.
think
I hope
Cena
you guys are. I hope you guys are happy because she could be doing this for all of her Pokemon.
Her incredibly swole Pokemon.
She just decides one day, fuck it, I just want to do it for mine.
Just a
Dang
team
it.
of
That's fair.
Corpiuses.
She needs a radio show.
Everyone begins to do their morning calisthenics. As that happens, Tressa will get. We'll just actually copy these. Tressa
Well, they're
goes up
labeled, right?
to boing boing 2/3 for attack and 2/3 for HP. Yeah, there we go. I think the only person that actually gets their stuff is Vegeta.
Hell yeah.
Everybody else is still at 1/3, I believe, for all their stuff. So basically, everybody change your ones, your 1/3 to 2/3 for your Pokemon, and go ahead and change your 2/3 attack and 2/3 HP on yours to just 1 HP, 1 attack, and put it on the stats there, so I know how to change it.
Yeah. Also, how did Vegeta end up being the only one to actually get?
I think he did other training as well. I think you actually trained him.
And that's why he got those 2 specifically up. Okay, that makes sense.
I think like you were actually training him in the during those times as well. Like one of those was from the calisthenics and the other one was from something else.
Yeah, I had him do the cool using the yum bars for target practice and all that.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was for individuality.
Who knows? Either
I
way,
don't
he
know.
had it higher. So
Yes. I know that I did other training with my boy.
Mm-hmm.
My boy is getting strong.
Also, I didn't notice, but I did notice just now when I looked up. Ronan Lost is the new stream boss. May forever he reign.
May forever he reign.
With that being said,
Praise be.
praise be to the stream boss. Long may he reign. At this point, Marilyn and Vivi will get their first versions of this. So, copy.
Ellen and Vivi?
Yeah, because they were there whenever they were doing the morning calisthenics.
Yeah, they're 2 out of 3.
Oh, are they? Ah, you have them so tiny.
They were so big before that I thought they were a full one, so I changed it to be smaller.
That's fine. I didn't even notice. It's so tiny. All right, cool. As long as they were being kept track of, everything seems to be fine here. after the morning calisthenics, throughout that, the others, all of you guys begin to wake up. So Keanu, you wake up from your fluff pile of Pikachus.
His bed of Pikachus.
You open your eyes, you see that you're just still piled over with Pikachus, and you're just like, yeah, no thanks. You just like lay back.
No, I'm good.
Standing up.
Yeah, you definitely have some static cling going on.
Yeah, dude.
You're just like as you just lay there, like you're just like, I can't move my arms or legs, and I don't want to.
You guys, I think sleeping with these Pikachus made my hair all messy.
You don't say.
It'll do that.
Also, I can't move
Oh.
because at least half of them have the static ability, probably. You're
Oh, yeah.
paralyzed,
Nuzzling.
Keanu.
They're all nuzzling each other.
Eventually, Nurse Joy comes over and administers some paralyze heal to you. You're fine.
I was into it. This was a learning experience.
Why did you put your money on top of the Pikachu?
Say what now?
Is this yours?
No, I was wondering about that as well.
Okay.
Oh no, that was the money I gave you.
Okay. I didn't notice it.
Here you
assumed
all
it
go,
was
I
Keanu.
love you.
I said I put it up with the Pikachu.
Yeah, well, your face,
Just
all
pat
right?
them for 4 hours. They'll look at me like, so do I like pay you?
Joseph, you
Yeah?
know that you needed to go out before lunch to get to Officer Jenny. She didn't specify exactly how long before lunch, but as of right now, it is breakfast time basically. You have plenty of time, but just letting you remind yourself.
Yeah.
Oscar makes his way over to the group, and he says that he is going to be out for the day. He is going to be getting a bunch of documents faxed to him because he still has to work.
Ah, right.
Really sorry about that.
No, it's fine. I told them I was taking my vacation days.
He says as he asks for paperwork.
No one else can do it. He heads off into the Viridian City with Macho.
Aw.
Okay, I think he's gonna get for breakfast toast. All right, let's go.
Got the
You
toast in his mouth.
create
he's running.
toast. Good job. While you guys are in the Pokemon Center, you guys don't really need to worry about rationing out your food or anything like that. So you guys are good for the moment. As long as you guys are in a Pokemon Center, you guys are fine. You don't get any bonuses from any food you get in the Pokemon Center, of course, but you are fine for things. As things are getting settled, eventually. Where is right? Sherry goes over toward Varric and Joseph, and she is mainly, and I guess Evelyn's there as well. Look at that.
Oh.
And she's like, "I'm gonna leave."
Oh,
What,
you're gonna
leave?
leave?
Where are you leaving to?
I'm gonna go to the lake. I said yesterday.
Oh,
All right, keep safe. You know where to contact me.
And she's like, I'm gonna go ride my Lapras.
You want someone to
sure.
come
Alright.
along and hang out, or
Not really gonna be doing anything else, but if you want to come, I guess.
sure, I'll come along.
I've got
Sounds
some
like fun.
training to do, but being
If
near
you
the
guys
lake
have
won't
training
be-
to do, then you won't be coming along.
I mean, it's just by a lake. I mean, it's not like I'm.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
forced
You're not.
to-
You can come along, but you're not going to be interacting with her, quote unquote, event
Yeah.
if you're training. If that's fine?
Hmm.
That's up to you.
I'm fine with that.
Okay.
I'll She's my little Smallville.
Like, you'll be there, you just
I
won't
can
be.
look after her, Varric.
Upon hearing that, does anybody else want to go with Sherry, or is that it? Okay.
Huh?
Brrrr. Sherry makes her way away. She makes sure to let Joseph know that she will be fine. That she will do her best. All that good stuff.
All that jazz.
He makes sure that Staryu comes with her.
Okay, you can send Starry with her.
Sorry, you get some.
Yeah!
Gonna be
time.
Here!
Does that just sound like Hiya to me, or does it sound like words?
Of course, my master. I'll make my way post haste to her and make sure to keep. I'm kidding.
Oh, you got me excited.
You got me excited too.
That is my ninja way.
He is a ninja star, you see.
Please let that be canon.
I really want it to be.
That is my ninja way. Sure, that's what he sounds like. All right, so
Yay.
Naruto RP confirmed.
You guys head out from Viridian City over to a good point in the lake. We'll get to you guys in a bit. I'm guessing that Colonel and Dusty come as well.
Oh yeah. Well, they were doing their Oh yeah, because she's leaving now. So
Yeah, calisthenics are over.
We're gonna do their calisthenics without
Just lying on the floor like I'm dead now.
her.
Calisthenics have murdered me.
Keanu, you notice that whenever you come over toward everybody, that Marilyn and Vivi seem to be talking a lot with seem to be hanging out a lot with Pikachu, or CM over here. They seem to all be chatting. John Cena seems to just be kind of like laying over there. He's like, I'm not going in a fucking lake.
Water? What are you, a communist?
You also had heard that the Pikachu will be going off into the forest today to look for the rocket hideout. If you would like, you could potentially go with them as the person who probably knows what the thing looks like the most. You don't have to at that point stay directly around Joseph and Jenny, but hey, maybe it could be a little double area. You know, look at that.
A little bit of a double date, you know?
But no. But if you want to. Pikachu does. It does seem like the Pikachu is hanging out pretty well with Vivi and Marilyn at the moment.
They're making friends.
And
So
Yaya
all I
is there
care
too.
about.
And Yaya is there too, because Yaya is friends with everyone.
He's decided he won their friendship.
God, if only friendship was really like that. You just
I mean,
decide
just
to
gain
win.
magical powers.
So
It's all good.
bro. Duh.
Aw, Jadecaster used both the Keanu and Yome emotes, and it's like, oh, they got the whole family there except for Han. But that's up to you. Do you have anything else you'd like to do today, Keanu?
No, I got nothing going on. I'm just gonna hang out with Raina. So if she wants to come, then hell yeah, let's go for a walk.
Okay. Are you okay with that, Joseph? They're wanting to see. They're wanting to head off into the Viridian Forest as well.
All right.
Okay.
Just don't act suspicious.
Mm,
I'm kidding. Let's go.
As you just see, Keanu is trying to smuggle one of the Pikachu out underneath his hat. Like, what do you mean?
Pikachu wearing his hat.
All right, come on, criminal mastermind.
All of you will head off toward the police station to pick up Officer Jenny. Joy and Nurse Joy will hang out because they're family and they don't get to see each other nearly as often as they'd like.
Yeah.
Cena will be there too, and so will Mew Tony.
Nothing but cuties up at the Pokemon Center.
It's a perfect day.
Perfect day.
So,
Nothing standing in my way.
when it comes to the people over at the lake, as you all make your way to the lake, some of you being more sluggish than others, and some of you getting more looks than others as you guys walk by with this gigantic fucking Heracross. Most of the townspeople are like, what the fuck? Is that Heracross bigger than me? That's not safe. Anyway,
Are Heracross usually that big?
Perfectly safe.
is that Heracross as big as that Joseph guy we saw the other day? But with a horn that makes it much bigger? What the fuck?
It's just a Heracross.
Sure, right.
Don't worry about it.
Don't regular Heracross like bench cars or something? I'm kidding.
As the guy looks to the book and Pokedex, yeah, 4 foot my ass. Hold on, what is Heracross's actual height?
Oh, what was that? We got a follow from Daniel Leons and a follow earlier today from Wishfish. Thank you guys very much. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Do. Eventually, as you guys get to
4
a
foot
certain
11. Okay.
as eventually you guys get to a certain area of the lake around the place where you guys had rested the day before. Luckily, there's not going to be any Pikachu here. To your thoughts, maybe there will be. But as you guys get there, she tosses out her Lapras as a fucking humongous Lapras appears in the water.
A tidal wave erupts from this lake.
As it lands, just a splash of water all over like the main area. Sherry's just like, whoa, and then just jumps in.
So cool.
Lab coat and all. As it soaks through and she plummets into the depths.
That's why Staryu's there.
Staryu is the flotation device. Quite literally.
They use Staryu for swimming all the time in the Pokemon series. That's fine.
True. They're like little boogie boards.
Unless
As Sherry has gone off into the area, you do notice that Bubble seems to want to go off for a swim as well.
Do it. Go. You never get to swim.
He rolls into the water and sinks to the bottom.
No, no.
rolls to the bottom.
As you say, oh no, he just flops up toward the top as if the buoyancy just then kicked in.
Okay.
He then just starts rolling on the water over toward Lapras. Like he's not even swimming, he's just rolling on the water.
Rolled so low under the water, Lugia comes up and just puts Field back, goes back to the depths.
In this lake.
They go on a magical adventure into the lake. At this point, what do you guys want to do while you guys are here on the lakeside with Sherry? Do you guys want to continue to do your training? Do you guys want to try to join Sherry out in the water? What's going on here? All the Pokemon that you had with you for your training are here. Some of them are off doing their thing, as you see that Colonel is just kind of off at one of the lakeside trees doing his thing where he leans up against the tree because he thinks that makes him a badass, as Hera is just sucking sap from said tree. Shooter's just kind of floating over the water.
Hey.
It's like, I could do whatever. And Patchy's just kind of looking around. Happy's also on this tree. This tree is getting a lot of attention.
Tree gets a lot of attention. I see.
Patchy's climbing the tree.
There we go. Perfect. Do you want to hang out with Dusty and continue your individuality thing with him, or do you want to do something with the other Pokemon? What do you want to do, Evelyn?
I really want to hang out with Sherry a little bit. But Dusty.
You are getting close with Dusty. If you do this one, his individuality will go down to 7, which is not the ideal individuality stat. That is again 5 and 6, but it is better than 8.
It is better than that.
Because 8 brings you into a new bracket, whereas 17 gets you back into the old bracket. Or 7 gets you back into the old bracket, I mean. Bleh, 17. That Pokemon would just not be your friend.
17 individuality, Mewtwo.
I think Evelyn wants to hang out with Sherry. and
Mewtwo has an 8 individuality. It's just sideways.
Eh,
You want to hang out with Sherry?
yeah.
Okay.
She'll-
You get on Shooter, and the two of you
I get
float-
on Shooter.
Two of you, just kind of like so you don't get completely soaked into the water. As
I
like
haven't
you
done
just
this since
as
I
you
was a
like
little kid.
as you like hold on to him, he's not strong enough to keep you fully up, but like you're the only thing getting wet are your feet.
Mm.
As he drags you over toward Lapras. You've already rode Lapras before, so Lapras lets you on it.
Yay.
As that happens, Shooter looks Shooter sends everybody flying to space, where
Go
they
and meet
where
my
they all
people.
die, horrendous deaths.
It's like, what? You can't breathe in space?
Oh, weird.
What, you guys breathe?
You guys still breathe?
That's weird.
There we go. There we go, Bubbles. Get up there.
Oh, he's hopping on.
Shooter looks tired by the time he gets you over there because, again, you are not a skitty or a small.
I mean, he could have just levitated me over without carrying me.
But he had to carry you because he's your friend.
Aww.
Look at that.
You want to
He's
take a rest, Shooter?
He's trying his hardest, man. You want to
She's
take a rest,
gonna-
Shooter, as he starts sinking into the water.
She's gonna return him to his Pokeball if that's what's happening.
He sinks into the water and dies. I'm kidding.
Not again! Never again! She returns.
Doop, doop,
Thank
doop.
you.
All right.
You guys head off onto the lake. As that's happening, Dusty starts getting abandonment issues.
He's been avoiding me this whole fucking time.
He's like, "Well, I thought we were having fun yesterday, but apparently not, Mom." Goes and
Okay,
hangs
you know
out
what?
with
Fucking-
Beedrill.
Get over here.
No,
Oh, wow, that
no,
was actually right on
no,
the
no,
spot.
no. He's gonna hang out with Beedrill because they have
I
they
feel
have
like I deserve
interests.
that one because I landed it right on.
They
it.
have interests. One of them has daddy issues. One of them mommy issues. They fly away. I'm kidding.
I will actually murder you.
No, Dusty's hanging out. Dusty's hanging out with Pachirisu.
Yay! They can bond.
All right, and you're gonna do your training.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the second part of the training with my boy and girl.
Okay, you will have to do this for one more day after this, but they are for sure going to get their training in for their twin needle and their high jump kick.
Hell yeah!
So, Evelyn, you and Sherry make your way up onto the lake. As you do, you're just kind of like swimming across and then just like going back around. The Lapras seems to be very fine with it. As we all know, Lapras basically love fucking ferrying people across things.
Oh.
Like, even though, like, this is a very opinionated Lapras, she seems to very much enjoy just kind of like skeetering across the top of the water. She will be taking an individuality hit because of this, because she's having somewhat fun.
Yay.
But as Lappy goes and does some laps, I'd like you to roll me.
Her name was Lappy.
That's what it says on there. That's what we're going with. Kill them all, 1989. Anyway,
Rockman giving me shit for Patchy's name.
but as you are doing so, would you like to roll me for your perception, please?
Oof.
That is a 2.
That is a 2 plus a 5. So.
As you are on the water today, you have a bit of a double take whenever you look at the surface of the water for a bit. As you're having fun with Sherry, you and Sherry just kind of like riding on Lappy. You look over to the center of the lake for a second, and you almost feel like you saw something, but then when you double take, you don't see anything. But it's probably a trick of the light. Don't worry about it.
I jump in.
I found Grandpa.
It's probably just a trick of the light, Evelyn. What do you think?
I mean, she thought she saw something.
Yeah. Weird.
I think she's feeling a little adventurous today. I think she's gonna take off her hoodie and her bag and leave it on Lapras and take a swim. Maybe with Bubbles, because she might drown otherwise.
You and Bubbles jump off and you begin to swim around. Give me one more perception. We'll see how close you get. We'll see how close you get today. We'll see how close you get today.
God damn, son.
You look around. You don't really notice anything as you go out to the spot you thought you saw it at. As you and Bubbles are there. However, on your way to that spot, you noticed a bit of a ripple, like kind of go across the water slightly.
Over there.
You can't really find anything with it. You and Bubbles swim around for a little bit, but nothing really seems to come from it today. Perhaps if you come back at a later time, you can have another chance.
Come back at the midnight hour.
Da-na-na-na. But it is something that's very interesting. You go back and you tell Sherry, as Sherry immediately becomes interested in that more than anything today, as Lapras just goes all the way around wherever you guys tell her to go, but you guys aren't able to find anything else from your searches. But that is basically what is taking up all of Sherry's attention today. Even after, like, you get out and, like, dry yourself off, Sherry still seems to be going around on Lapras, looking around. And we'll do that probably well past the lunchtime hour. But we'll get back to that in a bit. As we go back over to Officer Jenny. As you guys go to Officer Jenny with all your Pokemon, and she shows you that, yep, she cannot have, there cannot be any Growlithe today, because they're off patrolling the city and keeping people safe. All of you end up heading out into Viridian Forest. I believe that now that we are actually here for the second time, not that. Bing. Look how fucking big this forest is.
I heard a lot of people go into this forest and never come back.
It does take like about a week or two apparently to get through it.
Yeah, I was actually just lying and making that up, but now that's actually really scary.
I wouldn't be surprised if people got lost in here before. I mean, especially since, well, there is the Beedrill problem.
Yeah, Ferrex has an issue with his one as well. It's all grumpy all the time.
Yeah, that's usually how Beedrill are, especially if they're in packs and you disturb their sleeping areas.
Oh. So that's probably what happened to those people.
Well, my cat stole my seat, so I'm standing.
Good idea. You've done it.
Okay, I'm here now, though.
As you guys go with Officer Jenny into the Viridian Forest, she is very happy to have the presence of Pokemon here. As she looks to you guys, she asks if you guys have at least 3 strong Pokemon to watch the sides of the quote unquote base camp you guys are setting up. Do you guys throw out 3 strongish Pokemon to watch the sides?
I got Parasect and Porter Cookie.
Okay. We'll say that they're watching the two flanks over here. And Tropius. I mean, nothing's gonna mess with Tropius in here. Actually, only one thing or two might mess with Tropius in here. All right, so
The Beedrill.
not this early into the Viridian Forest, at least.
Pikachu, I see.
As Tropius comes out and lets out a roar, Tropius looks around at where she's at. As you notice, Keanu, go ahead and give me a perception.
I see. I don't see.
That was, I mean, you still got over a 10 because you're fucking nutty perception, but that would have been really good. Keanu, you notice because you haven't really been to a lot of forests since obtaining Tropius. The only one you ever went to was that haunted fucking one. Tropius seems very at home in the forest, as she seems to spread out her wings and just kind of like start stomping around. Since the things around her there are finally things around her that are taller than her.
Yeah, you're gonna like Alola.
There's these Pokemon called Executor, and they're like so big.
There's other Tropius that you can be like, look at me, I'm bigger than you. And then there's like trees, and then if you're bored with the trees, there's like a mountain. It's great.
Tropius seems very happy to be in the forest. As she stomps forward, she seems to find a good spot. She just kind of like spreads her wings out and then just kind of like lazily lays down. Just like looking around like, the fucking beast of the forest has found their home again. She's
Well,
like,
actually,
remember whenever I was free and I could do this whenever the fuck I wanted? Stares at Keanu.
So,
Don't fuck with me, looks at
would
Keanu.
the,
He
bananas
will cry.
be of the jungle?
Was that?
Wouldn't it be more a jungle type?
It was in a forest before. As the three flanks are being watched by these three Pokemon, I think out of all of them, the quote-unquote weak link, which is not a weak link at all, is Parasect, as far as certain things are concerned. So I would like for Parasect to please roll me for its... Go ahead and have Parasect roll me for its individuality, which is a 5, which is still pretty good.
Hold on. Where's... It's so weird doing this standing up.
Right here. Beside your
Yeah, I see. I'm just trying to get there with this weird maneuver.
You got it. I believe in you. 12, 17? Or plus 5, I mean. As you guys go about setting things up, there doesn't appear to be any Pokemon, at least in this section of the forest, that are brave enough to enter the trifecta that you guys have made. And as that is said, you guys release CM. CM starts going off into the forest a little bit. Yeah follows, because why the fuck not? But at this point, are you okay?
Found out why Rachel is sitting in my chair.
Okay, you said that before.
It was empty. She was making me get her food by stealing my chair.
Well, get her food.
I did.
Fucking listen to your Pokemon.
I just find that so fucking adorable. I'm sorry.
Okay, so at this point, Officer Jenny is going to stay here, looking over the tracker device, see if she can track down CM wherever they go. As well, both Marilyn and Vivi seem to stay near you. They don't go after the Pikachu like Yeah does. You notice that Reina does seem to start kind of looking around the area. She seems to kind of flutter a little bit off toward where Tropius is, like she wants to go and check things out. What do you want to do, Keanu?
Go check on heckin'. Oh man, there's everything cute in multiple directions. Let's go check on Reyna.
Okay. As you make your way that way, Marilyn and Vivi will follow. You make your way further off into the forest. Again, this is like one of the first times you guys have been in a large forest since you're early off in your adventure. As Reyna starts making her way away, again, the biggest forest she's been to is that fucking haunted one. But as she starts making her way through, you notice that she seems to have a bit of a smile on her face because she likes grass. As she goes through, she looks back over towards you. She's like, "What do you think about this place?" It looks like it can go on forever, doesn't it?
Yeah, like at least a week-long journey apparently.
How big can it be? How big can it be if it's a week? I mean, I guess it would be a lot harder than just crossing the mountain range we were at before, since there's no urgency to continue the plot. No. I guess it'd be a lot.
Convenient.
I guess it'd be a lot harder than going across the mountain range we were at before, since the forest seems a lot more dense. But she looks around.
I think it's also like all the trees look like trees, so you never know which way you're going unless you have a landmark.
Well, we shouldn't have to worry about that whenever we're going through.
Where are we?
Okay. She looks around. I'm gonna roll for her.
At least we can see Trout. Yes.
Exactly.
Just look for bananas.
You guys look back as you do notice that because Tropius is again not as big as the trees around here and is sitting, you actually can't see Tropius where you are. However, she does like just start looking around like and then she floats up to the top of the trees, and then she floats back down. We're fine.
Convenient.
She has learned since the last rocket base. Where before she's like, we're trapped down here forever. Now she's
Tropius
like,
standing
"Alright."
and Tropius sitting isn't that much of a height difference with
No,
his
it isn't.
stumpy legs.
It is not. However, there are trees. And these trees are bigger than Tropius and very dense.
Welcome to the Great Keanu Forest.
As you guys have made your way a little bit away, I would like for Keanu, go ahead and roll me for your perception once again, please.
And my big eyes gonna see stuff. Bam.
That's a 15 altogether.
15.
As you begin making your way through, just kind of like hanging out with Reyna, the two of you come across several little things that are across the way. A little bit further than where you guys are, you see what appears to be a tree that has a bunch of green things hanging from it. As you look a little bit closer toward the tree, you notice that these green things appear to be Pokemon. Ah, shit. Because all the fucking mart things are gone, those are gone too. Hold on, that's easy to fix though. Saved objects, Pokemon, Pokedex, bam. Boop, boop, bing. Perfect. That's an easy fix, luckily. I'll just keep you here because a couple more are going to be needed. All right. Keanu. Bing. You notice a tree that seems to have about a dozen of these things hanging from it.
I'm gonna poke it.
You want to go up and poke it?
Oh, I hate this section because, like, it stops your cart when you're driving through. Oh, wait, that's the jungle in Pokemon Snap. Okay.
You make your way up toward the tree. As you do, you go and poke one of the Metapod. The Metapod opens its eyes and its eyes and looks at you.
saw, dude.
It just seems to be staring at you.
How did... Rena?
Hmm?
How do you give these things CPR?
Maybe you can't until it comes out of its chrysalis state.
Oh, it's like a cocoon Pokemon.
Mm-mm. It's kind of like how Burmy was, except Burmy was all cocoon all the time.
Huh.
As you guys just look at this thing, it just like seems to be just like looking back at you. Neither of you probably have any idea what this is because this Pokemon is not native to either of your regions. So what do you think it is? Poke, poke, poke.
It looks like
Is this
A
like a
weird form of
Cantonian,
Dunsparce.
like Kakuna, like the thing the Varric had? Maybe this is like one of those Beedrill trees, and we're gonna die?
Oh well, I mean, Varix looked a lot different than this, didn't it?
That's what's probably from here instead of from Johto.
Oh, that's true.
Or did he get it in Sinnoh? We've
Didn't he
come
get
a
it from
very
that B
long
button
way.
league thing?
Right.
Right. Poke, poke, poke.
Reveal to me your secrets.
As you continue to poke it, I'm going to roll for it really quick.
It emerges.
So pissed off Butterfree.
It doesn't seem to care. This thing's sitting here just like, yeah, whatever. Fuck it. What are you gonna do?
Harden.
Every time you poke it, there seems to be like a shine, like a sheen on it. Until eventually, as you're poking it, just closes its eyes like it doesn't care anymore. It's like, fuck it, I can't feel it anymore.
You cannot penetrate my defense.
Since you guys have been sitting there poking at the tree, you do notice that there are some other creatures in the tree as well.
Oh, that's a huge fucking bug.
No, it's not. What are you talking about? Bop. You see that up on the tree's leaves, there appears to be a bunch of little buggies. Look at all those little buggies.
Look at all those buggies.
They seem to have came out of hiding and are staring down at you from the leaves. One of them just has like a leaf in its mouth and is still chewing.
Hey, bro. From around here?
Roll me for your expression.
Eh.
Oh, okay. You call out toward the one that's eating as it just kind of like goes down toward like a little bit further on the tree, just still eating its leaf.
I'm gonna poke it.
That's just what you do, man. You reach up and you poke it. As you poke it, it feels a lot squishier than the one you were
you're
poking
real
before.
soft.
As you poke it, it's a little red feeler thing, like moves around.
This is like a baby one of these things, I guess.
Probably.
Or maybe this is what these things turn into, and this is like its dad.
Oh, maybe. It doesn't look like a Beedrill, though.
No, this is very non-Beedrill.
Then it
This
can't
is
be a
like a-
Cantonian Beedrill.
A worm. It's wormy.
It's a wormy. Keanu, what do you do with this new information on Wormy?
I give it a pet. Alright, so, like, I don't think this is the rocket base. Do you know the rocket base is wormy?
Roll expression.
This looks nothing like the photograph. 14.
You ask Wormy about the rocket base, as Wormy just seems to look to you, look around. It comes down from the tree, still chewing on a leaf. As it does, it just kind of like crawls down your arm.
Hey, bro. I'm used to this.
It just
Maybe
kind of
you're
like,
like a Cantonian Larvesta.
hey, there maybe. You feel that it has kind of like a little bit of a suction to you as it like is on your arm, but it seems to like look over and kind of like gesture with its little red antenna thingy over past the tree.
All right, I guess he knows the way. Heck,
He seems to know the way to something.
let's go.
It's a pile of leaves.
You have aided me in getting to my leaf collection.
Take me, human.
Bruh.
Can't believe I'm a Caterpie Uber.
I love this ship so much.
The two of you and
So
Wormy
dumb.
make your way further into the Viridian Forest.
Tweedledee and Tweedledum having their grand adventure together.
All of the Metapod watch as Wormy leave. Some of them slightly nodding, like we always knew he would leave the nest.
It was his time.
He will finally achieve his destiny.
Do you think those
He'll
two,
find that pile of leaves.
do you think those two will get lost? Nah, they're adventurers. They probably have the right precautions.
Adventurers. I guess so.
While they're off doing what they're doing, Joseph,
Yeah.
you and Jenny are watching the tracking device as you guys are kind of sitting near the base camp still. I'm gonna roll for CM again, just like I did last time. Okay. You notice that on the device, CM does seem to go further than it did last night. It does seem to head further off into the area of the forest, and does seem to stop somewhere for a rather long amount of time. Upon that happening, Officer Jenny looks at the tracker. Where do you think he's at?
Well, he stopped somewhere. Either he's in trouble or he's found the spot. Either way, I think we should get going.
She looks off toward the area, and like kind of looks into the sky. It's really hard to see through the trees. I don't see any storms or anything or electricity, so it's not. I don't know. I don't even know if that thing's that powerful. We should probably head out. Or will the Pokemon be okay watching over the base?
I trust them. Parasect, come. You're going to be the leader now.
Perfect.
Order cookie.
Tropius looks back like, what the fuck did you just say? I'm kidding.
Order
about to slice
you
up this
keep safe.
mushroom.
Do you guys
Actually, no. I'll probably need one with me.
yeah, you apparently need 3 Pokemon to watch the base, though.
Shit, you're right. Well,
Oh, man. Sucks that you put your other Pokemon with Sherry, huh?
oh well.
It's fine.
That's what fists are for.
Exactly. Who cares? Let's keep going. Neither of
Whoever's fine,
both of you go
Alright.
to the gym. It's fine. You ask if she has a gun? Why? No.
No.
Why would I carry a gun?
Ah, crap.
I have these guns. Holds on her, like, shows her arms again.
Yes!
Why would I need a gun when I got these guns?
Shows her muscles, and then shows that she had a camouflage gun strapped to her arm.
Derringer.
As she starts making her way after Pikachu.
But I don't ask the gun thing seriously.
Okay. Do you want to go after?
Hell yeah.
You can
Or
bring one of your Pokemon if you want. You just know that will leave the base exposed.
Porter Cookie looks like he's about to ask. You stay safe, okay?
Ah.
I got moo milk for you too if you do a good job.
They seem to stay where they are. Porter Cookie is definitely keeping himself ready and steady where he stands, like a loyal boy that did not betray FOMO, no matter how many times she says he did.
As Tropius is like, I want fucking milk.
You guys head after where the Pikachu seems to have stopped at. As you guys do, you guys find something just as good as the other guys. Just as good.
Ah, shit. Here we go again.
Oh no.
And
Pikachu's gonna have to protect Joseph.
Boop.
Or the other way around.
what a tiny Firo. Scale these down. I had all these at the right height and stuff whenever I put them in, but unfortunately they're not here, so... Oh, that's way too small.
As Pikachu just swats them like flies.
Yeah, that's fine. You notice up in a tree, as you guys are following the tracker, what appears to be a nest of Spearow, as well as a decently large Fearow up at the top. Not a giant, but a large Fearow. You also notice the large Fearow is apparently sleeping. However,
Team Rocket, we meet again.
it seems to have its wing over top of two Pokemon that are up with it.
Okay, I knew that was not a Victini. There was no way that was a real Victini.
They seem perfectly fine. They seem unhurt.
These are my babies.
Some of the Spearow are asleep, however, other ones are just like kind of like going over and like pecking at random things along the tree. It seems like they're just resting, man. And they have their Pikachu and their Victini now.
Hey, criminal mastermind, is this your base?
Pika.
Was that Pika of help me?
Back just a couple of minutes before, when Criminal Mastermind and made their way through, and they saw a Fearow land in front of them. The Fearow looked at them all menacingly. And CM looked to each other, and then CM just went Pika, really cutely, as the Fearow took it for its own.
As is tradition.
This is my cute. It belonged to me.
Got any Fearow precautions, or is this gonna be as difficult as it looks?
Well, they're not hurting them, which is good. We could wait for them all to fall asleep and take them back, but that would be late at night, and that's probably not the best idea. Any way that we go to actually take it from them will probably be met with some form of aggression. We could potentially try to trade it.
get Firo on our side.
As long as we show that we're not being aggressive toward it and give it something in exchange for Pikachu and... You call that a Victini?
Well, considering its unlucky circumstance, it's probably a Pokemon in disguise.
Ah, what's a Victini?
Oh, Victini is a legendary creature of luck and fortune.
Oh yeah, that's
That's
probably a Ditto or something then.
Yeah.
Do you have anything we could potentially trade them for the two of them? She starts going through her own things. I'm gonna have her roll, see if she brought anything good.
I have an orange berry, some Pokemon food, Moo Moo milk.
Oh, she got a 19. Doo-doo-doo-doo.
I have Firo spray.
Firo spray. She just pulls out a couple of candy bars from her pockets. It's like, I have these. I'm not sure how good they are, but I was gonna use them as snacks today.
Well, let's see. 1, 2, 3,
Holy Grail.
7. Alright. I'll offer my food as well as your chocolate bars. See what happens.
We should probably get their attention then.
Alright.
She steps forward.
Joseph, use the sidebar!
She steps forward. As she does, some of the Spearow look over to her. They go, Spearow! Upon doing that, the Firo seems to open up one eye and look off toward down the tree toward the two of you. She holds up both of her candy bars like, hey!
Joseph's down on one knee,
You are on your one knee.
and he has a wedding ring. I'm kidding.
Firo, I've always loved you.
Firo, can you kill my wife? Alright, let me get my,
I would like you to roll me for your expression while you're trying to hold up some stuff toward it. Because you are offering food, put it over near where you guys are. There you go. As you are offering, put it just beside you. Drop it.
There we go.
Drop it. There you go. Good job. As you are offering food to it, I would like you to roll me with advantage. Go ahead and roll me an expression, please.
Alright. 1.
Okay, you're putting 1 into it. So roll it 3 times.
Wait, 3 times.
Yep, because you're already rolling with advantage, because I said.
Where is she? Oh, I don't
Okay.
know.
Well, don't worry about it then. I'll take this. You hold up your Pokemon food and your Oran Berry as she holds up her Yum Bars. At which point, the Firo just looks to you guys and he's like, "Oh yeah, he just flies right down." Like, "Hey, what's up?"
Punches the Firo, takes the captors.
All of the Spearow and the Firo just kind of fly down to you guys like, "Oh, they have food!" They seem to be slightly domesticated. Maybe people feed them in the city. As Officer Jenny looks over toward it like, "Hello, Firo. We would like to give you this." She points to the Yum Bars. "And that," points to the food, "for those," points to the Pokemon. She's gonna roll her expression. Well,
Damn.
there goes this encounter. As she's just holding up the Yum Bars, you're holding up the food. You begin to like break it up into different pieces for like each of the Spearow. And as you guys hold out the bounty of things to them, the Firo looks down toward the Pikachu and the Yeye. They both point off toward them, and through some Pokemon talk of, "Yes, please, we'd like to go with them so you don't eat us." The Firo eventually brings down the Pikachu and and the legendary Victini that is obviously a ditto to you guys, and takes the food for itself.
Ah, see, the eyes aren't right. It's obviously Ditto.
Oh my god. Joseph really is one of us.
Anyway,
Use the food to get what you want.
as Pikachu's like,
How it works.
we don't want to be eaten. You have your bounty. Oh, you thought I was gonna eat you, bro? Nah, man. We're vegan.
We're vegan, Firo.
We're vegan, you fucking idiot. Get the fuck out of here. Why'd you kidnap
upon
us?
you guys turning off away with the Pokemon, Firo calls out towards you guys as you guys look back to it. It seems to saunter its way over, just like with little jumps as it does. It puts its head out toward the two of you, seemingly as if it is allowing you to touch its crown.
Hold on. I have to check something quick.
Fucking.
Come back. Okay.
It seems to be allowing you to touch its crown.
And I will do so.
Grab it and run.
You pet the red feathered crown of the Firo. So does Officer Jenny as it saunters back, and all the Spearow and the Firo fly back into the tree with all the food and begin to completely start fucking destroying it up there. Like
Just
feathers are going everywhere. They're just
I hate it when
Feeding
Fearow litter.
frenzy up there, mate.
majestic.
As one of the
So cool.
Spearow actually take the wrappers of the bar and put them in like this trash can beside their
Yeah, there's
tree.
like a recycling bin up there. Not
They're
only
very
not only are they vegan, but they're also very environmentally conscious.
Why'd you kidnap us then? We wanted money, but hey, we got food. We were gonna spend money on food anyway, so you know what? We're gonna buy bars.
See, man. We're going back to the barter system.
As you guys do this and have potentially made friends with the Firo faction of the Viridian City of the Viridian Forest, we'll see what happens with that later on.
Now they can join the war.
Well, there goes my boss battle. Next.
That basically, I mean, I had a couple of like random encounters set up throughout the Viridian Forest. I mean, maybe we'll see what happens to those encounters when it comes to the Firo now. Do-do-do-do.
Now the Fearow's gonna get fat and chunky.
I was expecting it to last a bit longer, but Keanu and Reina, you guys make your way forward throughout the forest as well, following after where the Caterpie is apparently pointing you guys to. As you guys get a little bit further in and you start walking on a bit of an incline, you guys realize that you're probably walking pretty far away from the base camp.
Tell everybody I'm on my way. With friends and new places to see.
As you guys do so, you find yet another tree in front of you. And again, you find trees everywhere, but this tree seems to be very, very unique, because...
Too specific a tree.
Special tree.
I'd recognize that tree anywhere.
Fucking one of the light bulbs went out in my thing, and it made a weird smell. Fucking
Voop.
stupid thing. How dare it?
Hello.
1 second. Let me lower them to a point where they are. There we go.
As it turns out, this
Perfect.
Caterpie is currently in the Bugs Life movie, and that you're about to meet Hopper.
You see what appears to be another tree full of bugs. This one of bugs that you, some bugs that you recognize.
So those are like the daddy. No, that can't be right.
However, there's also a couple of other bugs inside the tree.
It's a big boy.
It's Beedrill the Hut.
As you look up in the tree, there appear to be 3 fully grown Beedrill attached to the tree.
We are the Bill Through.
As you guys approach, you look around the area. Go ahead and roll me for your perception, Keanu.
No, I'm just saying, is this where you think the Team Rocket base is? Because it's kind of genius. I mean, I would not want to land it.
You see, Keanu, I chose to die. It was my time.
14.
14? Okay. You actually notice, again, you are on that slight incline, which means you are connected to one of the mountains currently that are in the Viridian Forest. As you look over at the tree, you notice what appears to be a door in the tree. Just a flat out fucking door.
Yeah, no, that's like Unagi, man.
It seems to be overgrown a little bit, with some foliage around it, and it seems to have a, but it is very easy to note because it is a metal fucking door inside of a tree.
This fucking
Oh, so doors grew on trees too.
Huh.
Oh look, I think we found it.
Pretty sure we found it.
Unless it's just some other random door that's side of a tree.
It could be like a witch's cabin or something. Maybe they're gonna eat us if we go in there.
Oh, I don't know about that. Witches are scary, says the witch Pokemon.
If this were Owen, this would be a normal occurrence.
Is this? It doesn't look like the picture that you shown, Keanu. I don't remember there being a door or anything like that. It was just a little thing there, right?
Yeah, it was like one of those things that helped project the sound that made everyone all grumpy and stuff.
Well, I guess it has to go somewhere, so maybe this is where the actual thing is that controls that.
The inside of it, maybe.
See, we can be smart when we want to, Keanu.
Yeah, it just takes the right circumstances and, us working together. Thanks, little wormy.
Caterpie's just chilling.
So, where's this door at? Is it, behind the Beedrill?
Well, no, the Beedrill and the Kakuna and the Weedle are all in the large tree.
Mm-hmm.
The
So
doorway
it's
is at the base of the tree.
Ah, so right around here. I see.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no time like the present.
Do you want to try to go to the...
I'm gonna softly step my way towards
I will
the door.
remind you, Keanu, that the last door you guys tried to open had either a passphrase or a key card. And the person that you do know that has the rocket key card currently is Varric. But hey, maybe this one's different. Maybe there's a different way out to open the door. Or maybe you can guess the password or anything like that. Do you want to try to go forward?
Slowly tiptoe to the door.
All right, Keanu, since you're slowly tiptoeing to the door and your big titty goth GF is right behind you, I would like for you to roll me for your dex.
Yeet. Well. No, guys, be quiet. You really don't want to wake these things up.
Come everybody.
Oh,
Who put all these bear traps and bells on the ground?
You step forward. As you do, you note that the door seems to all of a sudden shine a light on the front of it, as if it has some sort of proximity sensor. As it does, it lets out, "Glory to Team Rocket, glory to Team Rocket, glory to Team Rocket."
Yeah, man, glory to Team Rocket.
At which
I
point you
remember.
say that, and a loud beeping sound is heard as it seems to accept you saying "Glory to Team Rocket." But with that loud beeping sound, all of the Beedrill wake up. As all the Beedrill begin to flap their wings very, very aggressively towards your position. What do you want to do, my dude?
You guys' dad's over there. Let's go. Run on the door.
Roll me another dex, my dude.
Well, this worked so great last time. Yeet.
12 plus 12 plus
14.
4 is what, or is it 4? Or yes, it's 4. It's a 16. Let's roll for the 3 Beedrill really quick. First Beedrill. Okay. Second Beedrill. All right, and third Beedrill. Oh my fucking god. A 6, a 5, and an 8.
All that sap on the trees slowing you down.
The party rushes forward toward the doorway. As you get there, you put your hand on the door and you push it open as fast as you can and dive in. Reyna going forward in the same way, only instead she just kind of dives through the tree and is in there now. But Vivi and Marilyn also diving in after you. You turn around just as the 3 Beedrill get down toward the ground. They all focus their poison stings at you and begin to fire. But as soon as you guys enter, the door shuts behind. Congratulations, Keanu! This is fine.
Yeah, we're fine.
My guys. Joseph. OJ. You guys hear a loud beeping sound from the north, as well as a very faint "Glory to Team Rocket."
They found it.
You guys, at that point, she just kind of like looks forward, like, "Oh, all right." We don't have a sensor on them, though. Should we have put a tracker on him?
Yes.
You know. We'll find out.
Investment.
That seems like an investment we should think about in the future. I'm playing. At this point, the two of you start running off toward the north. Keanu, you're inside of a tree. You look around. You notice that you seem to be on a elevator-like area. Reyna looks around as well, and as you guys are just kind of like dived in there to this place, Caterpie seems to look around, and there's a large shiny red button. Caterpie string shots the large shiny red button. 'Cause he wanted to, you see. As you guys begin to start going down from the tree.
What a pint-sized elevator.
The tree was rather large. You guys are fitting very comfortably inside of this area.
Let me have my tree puns, God.
I would like to know, Keanu, while you still have a chance and you look over at your Pokegear and still notice you have any bars, do you want to do anything?
iPhone Varric.
Okay.
You mean you? I don't have a phone. Out of everyone here, I don't have a phone.
I can't seem to find him in my numbers list.
Do you have anyone you want to talk to as a backup?
As you try to phone Varric.
You phone Sherry. Oh, you fucking phone Jonathan.
My boy.
I need
No,
to
I
bring a
call
phone.
Sherry.
Okay.
Everyone, I don't want a phone.
Sherry has come back into port. As she does, a ringing sound seems to come from her completely watered down and wet fucking coat that she has, her little lab coat. As she brings out her Poke Gear, which seems to be inside of a sandwich bag. Because she came prepared. She knew she was going swimming. Because she's smart.
So it's probably waterproof or something.
It's probably already waterproof, but, it's in a sandwich bag already.
She's making sure.
As she clicks on it, she's like, hello?
Hello.
Oh, hi, Keanu. How are you?
I'm good. We found the Team Rocket base.
Oh,
We
hold
found
on.
Kakuna.
I
Okay.
was going swimming,
Cool.
with Lappy.
Heck
And
yeah.
while we were out here, we saw something on the lake. I guess Evelyn saw something on the lake.
Was it
That I
Lugia?
did.
I don't know. I don't know what it was. But we went looking for it and we couldn't find it. So we went looking for it some more. But now I'm really hungry because we haven't eaten lunch yet. Have you eaten
No, I
lunch,
get
Keanu?
No.
Oh, did you bring anything for lunch?
I have like a buttload of Pokemon food. That's probably fine.
You should be fine. Where was I? I have
Don't
Star
mind the
You
static.
with
I'm
me.
just descending into the abyss.
Oh, you are?
Huh?
What
What?
are you doing?
We're on the Team Rocket.
You
base.
don't hear that. Go, Evelyn.
I thought it was on speaker.
No. She's doing the thing she always does. We only hear half the conversation.
Oh, okay.
She's like, "Oh, you are? What are you doing?
We're in the Team Rocket base.
You found the Team Rocket base?
Yeah, it's with all the Kakuna.
Oh, the Kakuna?
Yeah, the thing that Varric had, the bee drill.
You found a bunch of Beedrill?
Yeah, it's in their tree.
It's in a tree.
Yeah.
Okay. She looks around like you guys can hear what she says.
A Caterpie led us there.
A Caterpie led you there?
Oh wait, no, sorry, I don't know what that is. Wormy led us there.
A Wormy led you there.
Yeah.
So, Varric, Evelyn, do you guys have anything to say to what she's saying?
What? Wait. What? What's going on? Where?
Could you
what,
put that on
Caterpie? What about
speakerphone,
Caterpie?
Sherry?
But it's my private conversation with Keanu.
Did you not just say he was going into a rocket base?
I guess. she goes and pushes speaker. Sorry,
I know, I'm
Keanu.
sorry.
Keanu. They want to talk too, and they don't have their own phones apparently.
Oh yeah, you're
Except
way.
I do, and he never
I still
calls
haven't
me.
gotten my things back since
Oh, I
we
was trying to call
stole 'em.
Varric actually, but I forgot he didn't have a phone.
He should have a phone instead of
We
wanting
need
to
to
use my
swap
phone all
numbers,
the time.
Keanu.
Family, like really. How do you not have my number by now? It's been like ages.
I thought I did.
Keanu!
Woo, hey, Varric.
Static keeps building up with Keanu.
Sorry, you can't hear me as well. I was
Why
just
did you
going
go
down
into the base?
Cause the door was there
The door was where?
in the tree
In what tree? Where?
with the bees.
Where is the tree with the bees?
I don't know. Ask the wormies. That's where the call gets out.
It's just like you're just like ask the wormies. The wormies know the way.
Apparently, the fucking Caterpies are genius level intellects who fucking know everything about everything.
Just a Caterpie with a beard, like, I have been on this mountain for 400 years.
Wormy rolled really good, man.
No, he just took me to the Kakuna. He heard the name. He's like, oh, there. It just happened to be the rocket base.
He honestly took you toward the Kakuna because he thought that you guys were looking for the Kakuna.
Yeah.
Because you guys look like your Pokemon trainers. And he's like, they obviously aren't catching us, so fucking over here, let's go.
You want us, but evil.
As Sherry hangs up the phone, she's just like, lost connection.
Well, that doesn't sound good.
Keanu, why would you do this to us?
We should probably head to the forest.
We definitely should head to
As
the forest.
Sherry probably gets a text. I can't reach Keanu.
Oh,
I'm-
hold on. She like looks at the text. I can't reach Keanu. Oh, she types back. He's in a tree.
Which
Follow
one?
the wormies.
It looks like we're looking for a Pokemon named Wormy.
She's like, must be some kind of invasive species.
They're not
I
Kintonian?
mean, you said Caterpie, so I'm assuming it's a Caterpie, which wouldn't be an
Well,
invasive
he
species.
didn't
but
say-
anyway.
He didn't
I
say
said
Caterpie.
and she responded. but
Wormy.
then I had to be like, I don't know what that is, so I couldn't have said that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I had you muted so I would actually be the way that Deco said it was.
Nice job.
Legend.
Legendary.
You guys all again 77 you get a response to like something called Wormy. I'm gonna roll for Officer Jenny because you know there's only 2 worms in this forest. Oh, must be some sort of invasive species. As you guys continue going forward looking for any sign of finding Keanu. Wait, first off, I'm assuming that Evelyn and Varric, you guys are going to start heading back toward the city and heading up north.
Yeah.
Yep.
Officer Jenny
As
asked,
soon as
but
you guys start like heading off toward the city, Sherry's like, guys,
What?
this is faster.
We can get there
She's
on Lapras?
You guys can bypass the city entirely if you go Lapras.
Oh.
Because
Yes.
Let's do
'Cause
that.
what?
I'm gonna return my tired Pokemon because
Or
they did
even-
good.
Sherry gets another text.
Oh,
By the
hold
way,
on.
Officer Jenny asked, does Keanu have some sort of tracking device on him?
No, we should probably. No, it's like, no, he got rid of the one in my phone.
Unfortunate. We should probably invest in that.
You guys get onto Lapras. Again, she seems very fine with ferrying you guys across. She returns Hero because Hero is not the perfect person to be on top of a Lapras. You guys go across the water to the area just beyond Viridian City, and you guys jump off and start heading forward. As this happens, each of the party will be getting into the forest at different times and hopefully finding Keanu's cryptic messages through at different times. But Keanu, you lower yourself down into the base. Upon the elevator opening up, you find yourself looking at a very familiar sight in front of you. It seems to be a round of the same make as the one you were in last time. However, there does appear to be some differences. As you guys step out into the hallway in front of you, I didn't expect you guys to be here today, so I don't know where the image is, by the way, but we do have it. It's in the last rocket base area, so I'll get it later. You look forward over toward the glass area that's in front of you like there was before, looking down toward what you had originally saw were electrodes in the other area. However, in this area, you note that, unlike before, whenever you couldn't see anything down there in the beginning, you can see something down there this time. because the lights appear to be on. You see. Do-do-do-do. Whoop, whoop, whoop. What appears to be one Pokemon hooked into most of the electronics in the area. A very large, from what you can tell, very fuzzy Electabuzz.
Is this what those electrodes turn into again?
Because you've seen Electabuzz. Electabuzz is one of the Pokemon Sherry has.
He flex.
But this is it's a very big and fuzzy version. As you look forward down there, as you look forward down there toward the big fuzzy ice version, the big fuzzy version of Electabuzz, you see that it seems to be hooked into this large generator. And every time that every time that the thing seems to move, the lights seem to flare up even more, and you hear, Good job, Electivire. Keep at it." A voice coming along the intercom. This one doesn't appear to be abandoned. To be continued.
Well then.
You guys have made it!
Well, some of the guys.
You guys have made it!
A guy has made it.
I was really hoping that I could just get the enhanced moves before going into the rocket base. I was really hoping I could do that.
But you forgot one important thing.
Keanu.
The power of worm.
I can never plan for the shenanigans Keanu gets up to.
You gotta know, man. The wormies see all.
I really hope Wormy survives this.
Wormy's fine. Wormy's having a good time. Look at him.
Eyes turn red. It's like, you didn't expect to see me again so soon, Keanu.
It's just fucking Vlad.
Now I have you where I want you. And you don't have that horrible Miss Magius here to help you.
Hi.
Well.
No! No!
Oh no, she's hot.
Vlad may show back up. Who's to say? We'll have to see where Vlad shows up, if he shows back up.
League of Legends.
No, Vlad is a Zubat.
League
Kind of.
Legends.
Vlad is kind of a Zubat.
Vlad is definitely only a Zubat.
I
It's
have a
fine.
funny thing to tell you guys after stream.
But yes,
Still love this piece of art with me and the boys.
it's the greatest thing. It is actually the greatest thing. Me and the boys hiding our feelings about our missing friend. I hope everybody enjoyed themselves today. We'll hopefully be back on a regular schedule for Pokemon. We were very busy over the course of January. And by we, I mean I was, but also other things came into play. A bunch of days we had to end up not having stuff. But we're gonna try to not miss any more games
Ever.
until the end. I'm gonna try my best. We'll have to
even
see.
when it ends, we're not gonna miss games.
Even when it ends, every one of us will never miss a single game for the rest of our lives.
Yeah, like when it ends,
Like
we're
for
all
100
gonna work
years.
together at the same time every day, just for you to be like, all right, bye. Well, our group is gonna do something else.
I have a question.
Yeah.
What is this on on Evelyn's face?
That's if you
What?
smile, feel from the bridge of your nose to it's the dimple there.
Okay.
What? are you talking about?
Like over here on the me and the boys image.
I think it's also just mimicking because it's Rhino.
Yeah.
It's a damn book.
But yes, we'll have to see what happens. We'll hopefully we'll try our best to not miss any more games till the end of the campaign. However, if we end up doing it, that's just the curse of the Pokemon campaign, apparently. Hope everybody enjoys the video. Questions in the comments below. We're gonna end things off so that Aaron can tell us about that really super funny thing that he said he wants to talk to us about at the end of the game. That nobody else can have any thoughts of. We do appreciate you guys being here today, though. Well, hopefully you show up next time. Go through the rocket base a little bit quicker than I was planning to, and we'll see how things end up in Viridian City. Until next time, guys. Like always, later days.
I'm dead.
Later.